Hello everyone. Before we get started on this week's episode, just a quick word that YouTube in all its infinite wisdom has decided that some of the Die Party games are now not suitable for advertising. It doesn't mean a whole lot for the content. I'm not going to censor the videos in any way, but if you'd like to lend your support so that Die Party can continue to grow, please check out the Patreon or subscribe on the Twitch channel. Enjoy the episode. Hello everyone, welcome back to the second episode of Die Party Whiskers and Whiskey, Academy Tales, I guess, would be the extra part on that. A mouse guard role-playing experience right here on Twitch. Sorry for the late start, that's on me. But let's go around and introduce everyone who'll be playing today. Up first, we have Elvin Tower, aka Derek. What up, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. I'd like to say hi to everybody. You guys can find me on Twitter at Elvin Tower. I do maps and cartography. I'm glad to be here again for the second time.
Nice. And Kika, welcome back.
Hey. Hi, I am Kika, twitch.tv/KikaVO. I've been playing that Monster Hunter lately.
Yeah. I think if you're not playing Monster Hunter, you either don't have a PS4 or you're waiting for the PC version.
Yeah, that's pretty much everyone I know is either one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
It's really good.
Yeah, have you been getting, are you playing a lot with other people, Kiko?
I've mostly been playing with myself in a completely PC safe for work manner. Okay. I've been playing by myself mostly, but that's just because I've sort of been in a sort of loner mood lately.
Mm-hmm. Do you play with random internet people, or do you join those online sessions, or do you specifically just ignore all that stuff?
I've been kind of ignoring that. I've just been playing for fun and trying to get a lot better at the core mechanics of the game.
Yeah, what are you rocking? What's your weapon of choice?
The dual sword things.
Dual weapon?
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I started off as a bow, then I went to the light bow gun, and then I was like, let's try a melee weapon. So now I'm using the hammer, and we'll see how we go from there. Hammer's pretty simple though, so I might look at something else, but hammer's pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. I also listened through all of the Adventure Zone podcast lately, the Balance Arc, and that was fun, and read The Name of the Wind.
Oh no, yeah, The Name of the Wind, yeah. No. Have they released, there's they released 2 out of 3 of those novels, right? Is there
yeah, their third one is not out yet.
I've been waiting for that for a while. I think everyone's been waiting for that for a while.
Yeah, just like everyone's been waiting for a new Game of Thrones book.
Yeah.
It's never coming out.
I've already forgotten what that story's about, so,
Me too. I'm so checked out of it.
Yeah. Doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter. And what else have you been up to? How's the real life treating you?
It's been okay. Been getting to the gym, been designing an outfit, been doing a lot of schoolwork, etc., etc. Same old.
Yeah,
that's about it for me.
Awesome. All right. Last but not least, we have our Game Master since Zippy is out. We're on Family Matters this week. Eric, Mr. Vulgaris, what up, sir? How you doing?
Hey everybody, I'm Eric. I'm doing really, really well. I had a bunch of really good games this week of role playing, so I'm excited to return to Academy Tales and continue that trend. And let's see, I've also been back to on that audiobook reading train. Only I am back to reading Falford and the Grey Mouser stories by Lieber. Fuck, those are good stories.
Wait, you're gonna have to explain this one to me. I've never heard of this one.
Sure. All right. So a lot of these books came out in like the late 60s, like 60s, 65 to 70, really. This is where sword and sorcery comes from. Like Lieber coined the term sword and sorcery. So all these stories set are they watch a duo, a barbarian named Falford and this rogue wizard-esque person named the Grey Mouser, as they basically wake up at the start of each story with no money because somebody robbed them or something happens, and then by the end they like get into fucking crazy D&D like adventures, like thwarting a cult or dealing with escorting talking rats across the ocean to another city and all this kind of shit. And it's a really, really cool game. Like it's one of those series of stories that really inspired Gygax and Artisan for D&D. So it's been a lot of fun to go back and read sort of where this shit all like literally our favorite hobby kind of started. Like Lieber is out there with like Howard, and Conan as far as like early references to like what D&D could be. And yeah, these stories are pretty good. I don't want to sound arrogant. I like to think of myself because these stories definitely don't hold up well at all. And I think that it's funny. It's not like I'm not a good judge of fucking literature or anything like that, but it's just like there's a lot of problematic shit in them as well for being that old. But
come on,
yeah,
racist, homophobic, or stuff like that.
Pretty, yeah, mostly sexist shit. Actually, it's mostly sexist. But like, come on, like when you start a book though, and like I'm not gonna bore everybody with the whole fucking contents of it, right? But like you start a story about Falford waking up, it's like, oh, he's with these busty red-haired maidens, and oh, it smells like they got fucking crazy last night, and then he goes and cuddles one of them, and they moo, and then he looks over and he's like, that's a cow. What? And he scrambles for his stuff, and all his money's gone. And, and he's like, oh, okay, that's actually kind of funny. Like that's actually kind of a cool way of starting a story, I guess. Like, like thinking like, oh, he's just high on fucking the last adventure, and really it's fucking he got swindled by some sorceress. And yeah, it's like, oh, okay, cool, I get it. But once again, that's kind of sexist and problematic. But at the same time, it's also pretty funny. So I have to recognize both of those things. But anyways, enough about that shit. No, it's not problematic. Mouse guard.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm ready too. Cool. So I'm not gonna forget this time, Chad. So don't even give me that shit. We're gonna review our beliefs, instincts, and goals today before we get to play. But
Nice.
also we're gonna do our previously on. So let's review our beliefs, instincts, and goals, and then do previously on, so we don't forget it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't work because I totally need to tell you what today's session's about for you to set goals, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So we're still in spring of 1166. And today's mission is going to be all about the perfect gift. It's customary before summer that all the houses present, technically it's the vernal spring is the holiday. And you guys kind of have a break, right? It's kind of like spring break. So like before that, you have your exams, you have this vernal holiday, and it's a tradition at Lockhaven that every house tries to present a gift, and you all try to compete to present the best gift to your dean, to the dean of tenderpaws. It's kind of just a thing that you try to do. And you all have to work as in your houses and come up with the best gifts to make sure your house wins.
So it's a gift per house, right?
Yep. And so you could be working with a bunch of NPCs today.
Okay, sure, that makes sense. They're all different houses, right? It's been a while since we played this.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Okay.
So another thing I guess to probably keep in mind is that your apprenticeships with your senior artisans is going to be coming to a close pretty soon. Right. So if you want to do something about that as a goal, that's also definitely on the table. making sure that they like you.
Okay. Yeah, all right. That makes sense. Do they give like
And
if like what reason would we have to get them to have a good impression with us or something?
well, I mean, two people. I mean, Zippy's not here, so really today there's one person who failed their exam last time. So perhaps doing something to make sure you're in the good graces of their professor is probably a good thing to do. Secondly, or I guess thirdly, which we might get into the previously on, I revealed a secret that somebody is not who they say they are in the tenderpaw class of 1166.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay.
I know it's been a little while. That's why I wanted to bring it up to remember.
Right. Okay.
So, all those are things today.
Okay. Well, why don't you two go first? I'm still trying to do a tweet post here, so.
Sure. Not everybody volunteer at once.
I guess I could go first. I mean, with that in mind, I guess my belief is a mouse guard needs to stand tall and lead by example, much like my going first right now, I guess. My instinct is I always defend the honor of the guard, and my goal for this session, I guess, would be find an appropriate gift. I mean, like that's kind of like that's a little goody two shoes. Maybe find out. Yeah, find the appropriate gift. I don't know if I'd be that like curious about. It's hard. This is the second game we've played this character, right? So yeah. I'm not sure how curious I would be about who's lying about who they say they were. But then again, we are playing teenagers, so maybe I am. But I'll go with find the perfect gift, I guess. Find an appropriate gift.
I'm thinking, my belief is better safe than dead. I am the one who will tell the tale. I'm thinking for my goal, it's going to be, I will create a bouquet of glowing flowers to make our gift stand out. My instinct is always take and steal stuff for you. That's useful for science.
Yeah, that's a good one. Cool. Geek is muted.
Oops, sorry. My character's belief is I can learn what I need faster from a book rather than wait for someone else to teach me. My goal is to get on my cartographer instructor's good side, and my instinct is to always check my notes. Always.
Perfect. I like those two. Okay. Cool. So does somebody like to do the previously on? And I remember you do previously on, you can recover a point of spent nature or a condition.
I'm pretty much full up on mine. So.
Yeah, and if you remember last week, despite your guys' rolls, you basically failed no tests, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I have angry though.
Yeah.
So I might want to do it.
Okay.
Okay, so last time our characters had to go through like a team building exercise sort of thing where we had to solve a series of riddles which were also part of a scavenger hunt. First we figured to go to one that was across a river, and my character immediately jumped in and swam across. Zippy's character, though, decided that we should try to sabotage the other teams and went across to sort of steal the clues that were left for the other teams because he wanted to get in first. And that led to a bit of a conflict. During that, the team that was right behind us tried to go across on like a makeshift boat, but their boat collapsed and we had to rescue them. After that, Zippy, his character, returned the notes to the other teams and handed them out and acted like he got at them for the rest of the teams so they wouldn't have to cross the river. Basically just lied to get on their good side.
Yeah.
Next, we headed to the kitchens, got the next clues, which led us to the libraries, at which point Zippy's character successfully, unbeknownst to the rest of us, did sabotage the other team's clues by mixing them all about so that the teams couldn't really figure out where to go for the next clue. Next clues were in cards in the common rooms of the houses. After that, we had to go to the apiary to get the final clue from the get the final clue from the apiary along with honey to take with us to finish up the scavenger hunt. And we ended up finishing first. It's kind of the
series of good rolls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your damn rolls. Excellent. All right, go ahead and mark yourself free from angry.
Okay. Done.
I don't think he missed with a calendar riddle. I think he attempted to with the dictionaries or something like that, but it was like...
No, he successfully did it. He successfully messed them up. Because afterwards, people were like, somebody messed with the...
You moved them all, didn't he?
Yeah, he moved them all.
All right.
And
okay.
people were complaining and talking about it, and that's how the rumor about someone not being who they say they were came up in the first place at the end.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
all right.
That's cool.
Cool. Your goal is just find an appropriate gift, right?
Yeah, find an appropriate gift. Yep.
Okay. Cool. And you and all right, so remind everybody who's everyone's who your house is. Actually, does everyone remember each character's name? Do we remember that?
We've got Hunter, Nicholas, and Skylog.
Okay. And do we remember what houses we each belong to?
I am House Thorn.
I am Petal.
I don't remember mine. It's like... I didn't write it down. Fuck, what was it? Yeah, no, I don't remember mine.
You were Thorn.
No, I wasn't Thorn. I was different.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was...
Were you and Zippy both Needle?
No, he was Needle and I was...
Yeah. That's why I had you down as Thorn, but maybe my notes were wrong.
No, I am definitely the other one.
There's Thorn, Petal, Root, and Needle.
Yeah,
was it Root?
Yeah, I'm Root. Yeah.
Okay.
The red one, whatever the red one is. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Fairness, compassion, loyalty, and hard work.
Yep, that's the one. I will write that down somewhere.
Okay.
So I don't forget.
Right. All right. So let's start with let's start actually. Okay, I actually like that a lot. Let's start with you, Hunter.
Okay.
All right. So it's a house meeting for you in House Root, which obviously House Root, your building is very oaky because it's one of those it's definitely built inside of like a very luxurious upwards facing kind of route that's up in the trees and stuff of Lockhaven.
Okay.
So there's a sort of a house meetings called to discuss about what we should do about the gift this year, as all the tenderpaws kind of get together and they're trying to figure out what to do. And then a latecomer comes into your house, comes out from their sort of like the lodging from the rooms, and there's a look of panic in their eyes. And you know this mouse to be the name of Colin. Colin was part of one of the was the third place group actually that won. And Colin is exasperated, saying that their father's card collection is missing. Postcards.
Oh, postcards. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. I mean, I guess we're all just talking about things we can get. Who are we getting the gift for exactly? Is it the?
Oh, the dean.
The dean.
Right. They're dean. Rona Sherlake.
Of House Root, right? Or is it just the dean of the school?
No, the dean's the school. The dean's runs all the houses. They're not part of the house.
Cool. Fair. All right. I'll probably maybe pull him aside and be like, what's the matter, Colin? Why are you freaking out? It's just postcards.
Hunter, those are irreplaceable postcards. They were from my dad when they were serving on all the places he went to tour. He wrote us a postcard. Now they're missing.
Well, why would anyone want to take your family's postcards? Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe just put them somewhere. And besides, the only people that could get access to your room are, root people. Yeah. I don't think anyone here is interested in taking your postcards.
Yeah. And everyone else kind of looks around in their room and being like, yeah, no one took your stuff. Well, Colin, we'll help you find it, but like we're a little busy right now. And Colin looks pretty frustrated, but he's like, fine, but you guys all have to promise to help me when this is over.
I mean, like, where did you put them last?
And he's like, I keep them in my lockbox next to my bed.
Well, I mean,
and then I get there, it's open, and they're not there.
I don't know anyone that would want to take postcards. I mean, do you know anyone that would want to take your postcards?
No, they're mine. I don't know why anyone would do anything like this.
All right. Well, I'll keep an eye out for them, but I mean, it's weird. Like it's just postcards from your family. Like it's kind of like someone taking like pictures. I guess it's weird.
Yeah. He sniffles and says, like, I guess you're right.
I mean, maybe you just took them out and you don't know where you put them. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, fine, yeah, let's just do this stupid gift.
I just sort of like, nod at him saying it's a stupid gift and was like, yeah.
Right.
It's pretty stupid.
And so he asks the rest of the group. There's at least 5 of you here. They all want to know if anybody knows anything about the dean and what they like or where they're from or anything like that.
I could send a letter to my mom, but I don't know. It might not get there in time.
Yeah.
I could go.
Well, how about we can try that, and while we're waiting, we can do some other things.
Well, the other thing I could go ask my grandpa. He's still here. He might know something.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah, we should totally ask your grandpa.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Then let's cut over to someone else before we get to that part. Okay.
Sure.
Right. So, Kika. Now we cut over to House Petal. And I want to ask you what House Petal's sort of dormitories kind of look like.
Very flowery. How do I describe it? I sort of just imagined like, I don't know, something that a lot of the structures inside are like made out of woven vines and stuff. Like the bed frames are actually vines that were sort of like worked into sort of frame shaped and woven together and stuff.
Like grown furniture.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Totally.
And things are more artistic and fashionable rather than just purely functional.
Yeah, there's definitely a style to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine if there is something that would be equivalent to Elven, it's probably very close to this. At the very least, it's the definition of Sylvan, right?
I was thinking more like yellow. just I don't know, just yellow paint everywhere, but yeah, that makes sense too.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so they're all hard at work trying to figure out what they want to do for this gift as well, and a couple of them have ideas about them all getting together and actually curating some sort of like portrait or mural for this year. They don't want to go buy something. They don't want to. They think that it would be the perfect petal gift to make something for them, but. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in my artistic abilities right now after my repeated failures in cartography.
Yeah. They actually probably have already bought the artistic supplies and are kind of separating out their duties. And you definitely aren't necessarily really high up there on you need to draw these critical things after hearing about your cartography stuff. And it's actually kind of awkward to be around. I think it's, let's find their name, Josephine, who kind of looks at you and goes, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, Skylar. It's just that it's too many cooks in the kitchen, but like we'd love to hear your ideas for what to draw and things like that. And right, guys? And everyone kind of is like, yeah, totally.
Upon hearing her say we'd love to hear your ideas, I get kind of mad because it's sort of, I feel like she's making a very pointed remark about my tendency to not speak.
Ah, shit, that's good.
Yeah. They go, okay, so do you like look mad?
Yes.
Oh, they say, oh, no, we didn't mean, no, please. Oh, shit. They're like, oh, no, I feel like we're making it worse. No. And they actually like feel really embarrassed for you. Like they don't, like they messed up. Like they feel really embarrassed about this. Like, I'm sorry. It's just that, after your cartographer test, we weren't sure if you wanted to draw. We were trying to look out for you. And we didn't mean anything. Like they don't realize that it's not it's a quiet thing. They think it's your school thing. And so they feel really sad, and it's actually about something completely different. But they insulted you nonetheless.
I probably just shrug and go off on my own to try to think of my own thing that I can do.
Yeah. Millicent, a tan-haired mouse, goes like, "Nice going, Josephine," and like punches her in the side. It's like, damn it. ow, you have to do as you leave. And like as you're leaving, the camera stays for a second, and Millicent definitely tells Josephine's like, you need to fucking make this right. And before it goes off, and goes hangs out with Brand. But before we do that, we go over to Derek.
All right.
So, Derek, describe for me what House Thorn's sort of like gathering hall, sort of like family get together area looks like.
Well, I can't remember what you said were like the ideals for House Thorn. I just remember we were like brave and loyal, aggressive. I'm not sure if those were the exact words.
Bravery, chivalry, and courage. You're right.
All right. And like, I can imagine that probably like the best fighters or some of the best come out of Thorn. So I imagine like the common rooms, like Spartan, like not decorated at all, because that's not important, not for Thorns. So I would imagine like everything made with wood, undecorated, like Spartan probably. Not exactly a place where Nicholas would fit, probably, because I remember when we started, I said I was placed here by parents' pressure, because my late brother who's dead was a Thorn. So I'm like, and I'm not good with the sword even, so I'm kind of just winging it in the wrong house, but that's what I do.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think House Thorn, unlike the other houses, is actually pretty is having a pretty heated exchange right now. Two kind of factions have kind of formed in House Thorn right now, and you're kind of left in the middle to decide what you want to do here. So one side is suggesting that they go out and go pick up and basically create a nice little like flower and like seed arrangement by going outside of Lockhaven. Kind of going up around. So there's like some really pretty flowers that grow out between Thistledown and Lockhaven. I ping it on if I hit shift ping, does that do that to you and center it? Yeah, like around that area. So they're thinking about getting these kind of like rare flowers and basically making a floral arrangement as a sort of like spring thing, because they're some of the first ones that bloom. I don't know the name of flowers, and I don't something that blooms pretty early in spring. Or excuse me, in spring. Yeah, let's say it's lilies.
I know nothing about flowers.
Probably. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Wrong, but... Right, that's my problem too. I try late spring, maybe.
Mouse God, we guess about fictional flowers.
Yeah. So, half of them want to do lilies, and the other half actually wants to do a performance. They want to do a theater. Like a play. They want to put on a show. And literally, like, they're about this close to going blow to blow right now. Words are so on one side you have. I'll give leaders some names here real quick so we can play with them, right? So the Lily gathering side is led by a mouse named Tander. They have a light gray fur. And the play side is led by Sarah, who has brown fur.
Sarah. All right.
And as they're like, play, pedals, play, pedals, and then they both kind of like look at you and they're like, what do you do? And
listen, if we manage to go out of Lockhaven and if we find us some fireflies, I could make the flowers glow. It would stand us apart from everybody else. We just flowers are everywhere, but if we find some fireflies, we could make them glow. What'd you say?
Sarah looks really mad as your deciding vote goes in favor of the petals.
Come on, Sarah. We're not actors. Well, maybe you are. I don't know. I don't think we're good actors. You guys are good with the swords.
You're calling me not a good actress? And she looks at you, and I think you hit a nerve. It's one thing to vote for something, but now that you have called me out, I cannot let this stand. And they.
But I didn't say that.
I know it came. I know, but it came off that way.
I know she got it that way.
Are you gonna? I know. Are you gonna try to like back down from this? Because she like throws whatever she was holding, like some papers and stuff like that, like ideas for plays. She throws them down, like playbills, down, and like looks at you and says, "Watch yourself."
Hey Sarah, but I didn't say that. You're taking this the wrong way. Maybe you wanted to be an actor, and now you're here.
All right. So she's gonna try to manipulate you here. So Sarah's gonna be like, "Oh no, you didn't. You're not gonna back up from this now. You don't even know the first thing about acting. How could you even decide what a good actor is?" Like, and she goes like, "My parents are from Pebblebrook, and they were the lead troupe of the three feathers troupe, and we put on the wolf and the
so
lily."
He's gonna pull the
and like does all these things, yeah. And
she's gonna pull the you don't know who my father is.
Yeah, and then she's gonna like do this kind of like get into the picture real quick, and she's gonna like get into this like a what do you call it? A monologue, like a soliloquy speech, like a famous the wolf and the lily speech about being like, "Dare not thee, you mouse who tread on these lands," and like going to this thing, and it's really good, and she's trying to convince you, like by the end of it, that to basically either A, apologize, or B, admit that you're wrong, that she's a good actress, and B, apologize to everyone else around her and say that Sarah's awesome.
Are we going to roll for this?
Yeah.
Or should I just pick my answer? Okay.
Yeah. So her goals here are basically getting you to basically be embarrassed and be like, "Oh, I was so wrong," right?
Okay. So
now you have an option here. Right. You can either
we're doing like manipulator versus I have persuader?
Yeah, well, basically it's going to to be a versus test. So it depends on how you want to handle this. If you're fine
so this
with
is my goal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So my goal is I'm gonna try to convince her that I do accept that she's a good actress, but that it's a better idea to just go out and get the flowers and the fireflies.
Oh.
So,
no, that's not the question. That's not the stake of what's the matter here. It's pride's at stake here.
Okay.
You've insulted her pride and said that she's a bad actress in front of the rest of House Thorn, which is the problem. So it's not so.
She wants to humiliate me.
Yeah, exactly. She's trying to get you to be humiliated in front of the rest of House Thorn. And now you have an option to either try to just withstand it and basically do that and not try to assert anything, or we can role play some more if you want to. Basically try to either talk her down and make this peaceful, or put her down, or something like that, right? Like you can assert something else into this way. And so like those could be the goals, depending on what your goal is here. But I'm telling you, this is what they're doing to you. And if you don't do anything, she's going to win and she's going to get her way unless you do something. If you don't do anything, it would be a will test against her, right? But if you'd want to do something else, it would probably be something else, right? Because basically, right? Because she's trying to prod you, she's trying to goad you into apologizing, right? And so to do that would basically be like a will test against her, because like you're just being you. But if you want to be proactive and try to assert something to her, then that could be a different skill test. Or if we want to role play a little bit and maybe it doesn't go down to a roll because we talked it out, that's cool too.
Okay, so before we choose about roles or stuff, just let me answer to what you said.
Totally.
So after her performance, I say, so Sarah, I didn't know you were from Pebblebrook. Last summer, before I joined the Guard, I was over there with my parents, and we got to see a play. And I must say, it's good actors that come from Pebblebrook. I just didn't know you came from there. I thought you were from, I don't know, Brookstone.
Please. And she says, well, my family was actually from Ferndale. But, since the war and all, we had to move. And, we moved to Pebblebrook. And, things were good there. And, maybe, look, just apologize to everybody. And because, like, you're saying that, because you actually, like, are saying that they're good actors and things like that, right? And saying, I mean, of course, like, you didn't mean anything by that, right?
Nah, I mean, I'm sure you could mentor us, and we could probably do a good play. But do you think the rest of us could do it? I'm kind of implying that the rest of them are not actors. So like it's only her that's good.
No, acting is all about the heart, and what better group of mice that with a lot of heart than tenderpaws? Then not just that, but House Thorn, and that's actually like a lot of people have and that's why I signed up House Thorn to be in the Summers play. So, yeah, and everyone goes, "What?" And so don't worry about that. That's not related to today or anything like that. But yeah, House Thorn is totally committed to doing a summer play for the rest of Lockhaven.
So I guess it's just a matter of, I don't know, we should probably vote. And I look at the rest of them. Do you guys want to act?
And I think Sarah goes, do you want to tell the school that House Thorn's not up to a challenge? And maybe now it's actually
we're up for challenges. I mean, we're up for challenges, but we get to choose what to do, no?
Well, I just took the
Maybe we
initiative.
could do a different kind of performance. What about fight performance?
Fighting is boring. What people want to see is real spirit and acting. They want to see loss. They want to see romance. And yeah, maybe some fighting in it, but fighting without stakes is nothing. It's in the conveyance. It's
okay,
in the
Sarah, then
gravitas.
Yeah. Okay, Sarah, then sell us on the story. What's the story going to be about? It's got to be a good one. I don't know any place.
Well, we have until the summer to figure that out.
Well, I'm kind of lost. This plays until the summer?
Yeah. So what she's saying is that even though we're doing this other thing, even though we're picking up the flowers, she's like, well, that's fine. I signed us up to do the play in next season for the entirety of Lockhaven.
Yeah, so I kind of missed that.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm totally up
subtle.
for that,
Yeah,
Sarah.
yeah.
I'm sure I can learn. I think we can all learn some things from you. I'm looking forward to you mentoring us on being actors.
Yeah. See, good. I'm glad we could agree on this. All right. So now let's plan how to get these flowers. Okay, and we go back to Henley.
Okay.
All right. So Henley,
all right.
You're gonna write these letters out, right? To your one. You're gonna write a letter out to your mom.
How long do we have before we have to hand in this thing?
Like a week.
Oh yeah. Okay, then I would send off a note to the dear old lady.
Yeah. Cool. So this is. What do you say to your mom?
You know.
How often do you write to your mom?
Let's be honest, probably not that often. I'm not like. I'm not like.
Hunter Oak, always writing me letters when they need something, never asking me how I'm doing.
Exactly, it's one of those things, right?
Okay.
Where like I front load it with like, this is what I've been up to, blah, blah, blah. While I have you on the line, Mum, you know, like,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Because who hasn't done that before, right? So, you know, that's how that letter would go. Specifically, I would ask, you know, what do you know about the dean? I mean, we have this, you know, tradition here. Not sure if you're aware of it, Mum. You know, it's been a while since you were in school, but since you're in the academy. But you know, we're not required to get a gift, but it's tradition to get one for the dean. Yet, you know, I haven't had very much chance to interact with her. So, what's something that is appropriate? You know, specifically, I use the word appropriate. You know,
Yeah. Give me a cool. So to write this letter off and basically get a mom's request is a circle scroll. So let's handle
Circle
that.
up my mom. Do I get a bonus die because it's in my hometown?
Yeah, definitely because it's familial.
Okay, I have a circles of 1, so great.
Yeah, but it's also a little bit more difficult than that because you're asking for a mouse of a higher rank than you.
Even though it's family?
Yep.
Okay. So, what's the ob?
So what I'm telling you, so here's what's happening. You're getting an additional die because it's familial. You're getting an additional die because it's hometown.
Mm-hmm. So I'm getting 2.
But it's an ob 3 test. So what are you going to do to improve this?
Well, I'm going to use bold negatively here. You know,
How? What does that look like for writing? How are you boldly writing a letter?
Or maybe I don't front load it with you know, generic what's been going on. I just sort of, you know, hey Mum, I really need this.
Oh, okay.
You know, instead of it being like, oh, what's been going on, blah blah blah. Maybe I don't have a. Maybe I'm like in my rebel stage, you know, like, maybe that's what's going on. Or actually,
your rebel stage is to be the someone who everyone else looks up to. Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah, or you know, rebel from the parents sort of thing. Like,
okay.
You know, I basically, you know, I don't like. Maybe I just see it as an opportunity to prove myself in the academy more than, you know, relying, more than, you know, just actually sending a letter of niceties to the parents. I just sort of feel like, hey, I don't have a lot of time to write this because, you know, we don't have a lot of time to find the perfect gift, but I need your help. If you could get back to me, that'd be great. Blah blah blah, that sort of thing. And then maybe at the end, I'll say, once I get a bit more free time, I'll send you a proper letter, and that's about all I say in the letter. So
I would allow it for bold.
Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right. So that's actually 1 and 1. I like it. Ob 3, yeah?
Yeah.
I wonder how I'll go. Woohoo!
Fucking no successes.
Yeah. Not a surprise. But I do get a check. So
Yep.
Go Team Dave. Yeah.
Was that to find your mom?
No, that was to send a letter. That was in the letter to my mom. Yeah.
To quote unquote find your mom. You're to describe what they're looking for to get help.
Yeah.
Here, but yeah. Now, okay.
All right, I'll mark a check on my circles as a failure. That's counts, yeah, as a test.
Yep, totally.
Cool.
It's a failed circles test.
Perfect. Great. So that'd be what I'd do there. I'd probably also.
Yeah, I mean, the letter goes out. That's fine.
Yeah, I'd probably go visit. I forget what we called him. Just Grandpa Oak, I guess. I don't know what his actual name is.
Grandpappy.
Yeah, the armorer, armorsmith. specifically, because I know that there's suddenly a lot more oaks in this game now. But yeah, that's who I'd go find.
Okay. I wonder if this is also a circles roll.
Could be.
I think so.
Is
I
that
think to
the
go.
same armor that Ellie got like one lesson from in our last game?
Yeah, I assume it's
Yeah.
him. That's specifically it's Huey's dad.
Yeah.
Ah.
I literally just have Uncle Oak. So yeah.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. So you have your granddad.
Yep.
Okay. Same mob.
Okay. What are my bonuses looking like here?
Okay. So right now you're definitely looking at a familial 1 die advantage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's it. But I mean, you can also ask people for help and things like that. Or
yeah, I might use Fearless here. We'll see how we go.
Mhm.
So that's 1. Okay, so Fearless gives me a bonus success, yeah? So it just gives me a success at the end, if I use it. And I can use it as many times as I want, right? Because it's level 3.
yeah, it grants an automatic +1 success.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what I would use there. Now we haven't been given any weapons, right?
No.
Okay. Because I would say I'd use the sword here for this, but that doesn't really make any sense. I don't have a sword yet. Okay. Yeah, so the way this would look, and it's still Ob 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. The way this
Higher rank.
would look is maybe I've never really I've been here for months, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't sought out to talk to my grandpa, sort of thing. Maybe he's more like very sort of like I would say old-fashioned, but maybe that's not the word. Where he expects the younger generation to call him sir and that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very sort of what's a better word to describe it? Old-fashioned is not really the way I'd describe it, but like he demands respect, like from everyone that's younger than him, especially those that ask a favor of him. So I imagine it's a lot of like I'd probably go in there and then he probably would be doing his business, whatever that is, probably working on something. And, I would ask him, and he would ignore me until I say, sir, that sort of thing. So as a young kid, it's probably like a little intimidating to talk to someone like that. And that's why I would probably use Fearless, to see if I can demand a little respect from him at the same time, prove my mettle a little bit, if that makes any sense. So I'm rolling 2 dice with an automatic success, I guess.
I'm not going to allow Fearless for this because of that. It just doesn't seem like a good use of the trait here. Like that, your granddad doesn't. I don't know. I don't see it. What about Derek and Kika? Do you think he can use Fearless here? Do you think
the other option?
Did Headley convince you?
I thought it made sense. A
The
little stretched, but yeah.
other option I could potentially look at here is potentially hard worker. Like maybe he wants something in exchange.
Oh my god, I love the idea. Yeah, no. Okay, that makes sense because then it's like you actually have to hang out there and listen to his fucking stories and like help him out while he's like finally telling you this story, right?
Okay.
Going like, back in my day, we had to wear onions on our belt because that was the style at the time, and just because like all of this just rambling.
All right.
Dealing with Uncle Oak.
Sure. That we can do that.
Because your granddad's got some stories. You know that, right?
All right, we'll do that then. So ob 3. Oof. Those 6s though.
6s.
Okay. I only got 1 fate though, so yeah, fuck it. I'll use a fate here. Because if I get this, my circles goes up as well. I think, right?
Yeah.
It's at 1 right now, so if I pass it,
Yeah.
because I got to fail last
It goes
time.
up.
So
Yeah. If you pass this, it succeeds.
yeah,
You are assuming it levels up.
yeah. So I'll use my fate to reroll the 6s, the 2 6s that I have.
Okay.
It's greater than 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, okay.
Hey, you just got it. Okay. Yeah, so that's good. You avoid an unnecessarily long spent afternoon helping him in the forges, listening to old fucking stories. You're able to like get him out. You know, he was actually kind of done most of his work, and so you're able to cut him off, or he doesn't. You don't have to cut him off or make him mad or sit out here for too long and get tired. So that's good. So good job. Yeah. So here's what you learn. You learn, and he is very what's the word for us, like a wry smile? He's like, I know something about her that no one else does, kind of thing, right? Says Rona Surlake loves to knit. And just like nods affirmingly.
So I
You've never seen her knit anything in your life.
okay. So I just kind of, I'm just sort of like maybe I blinked twice at him. I'm just like,
What?
knitting? Are you sure?
Yep. Sure as it's got to rain tomorrow.
Do you work with bone much, Grandpa?
Bone? I mean, objectively, he doesn't, right?
It's like if we were to make like bone knitting needles or something like that.
You know how hard it was to not say no, but your grandmother does? You know how hard it was to not say that?
I don't know if I like this grandpa. What is this Johnny Knoxville's grandpa? Like what's going on here?
No. Anyway, sorry. Anyways. No, not really. We stick to sure as steel.
Okay. Thanks for the help. I'm sure we'll find something.
Yeah, he nods at you and says, "Hey, you should stop by more. I miss my grandson."
I will. Don't worry. And
All right.
I guess
yeah, maybe he starts like, by the way, how are your classes going?
I'm like sort of like maybe standing up and stretching sort of thing. I'm like, yeah, no, they're going good. I wish I got more chances to do writing classes, but other than that, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not really the adventure packed stuff. Stories of Dad used to go on about, but I'm sure times have changed.
Yeah. He's like, no, it's about always the same in the spring as a beginning tenderpaw here. It's a lot of boring stuff. I remember back in my day, and then goes to another story. But then he catches himself because he realizes he's doing it to you. He's like, I'm sorry. I know you're a busy little whippersnapper and you don't want to hear another one of Uncle Oak's stories. But listen, I got some before you get off and doing whatever. I got some real important news for you. Believe me.
Okay.
This summer, you get a mentor. Make sure you're really listening to him.
Okay.
That's all he says.
Yeah, okay. I will. Don't worry.
And yeah, he's like, I know you're gonna have problems with them. I can feel it in my bones. Just listen to them. Do you right.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
All right, run along.
I will.
Right.
I'll go back to the dorm house. I guess I'll tell them. They probably won't believe me, but I'll tell them anyway.
Yeah. They yeah, especially Colin and so Colin and Trevor, they all look at you like, what are you, is that what your mom said?
No, that's what my grandpa said.
There's no way, we've never seen her so.
Well, that's what he's saying. Like, I guess she does it secretly, maybe.
Wow. Do you think
What do you think? Should we take her? Should we do something about that? Like, I mean, no one else will know anything about it.
yeah, that'd be really thoughtful.
Oh, I mean, sure. But what if my grandpa's wrong? You know, we've never seen a knit. But then again, no one has, right? So
Yeah.
maybe it'll work out.
They're they kind of like break down for a second and they're like, dude, there's no way that Rona knits. There's just no way.
But if she does, it'll be the best goddamn gift ever. No one else would ever think about. In all the years that she's been a dean, I bet no one's given her knitting needles before. Plus, here's what we can do, right? We can make the tips, like the top of them. We could have the sigil of root, and we can make them out of like a root or something like that, or like ivory or bone or something.
Hmm. No, that's look, it would look really bad if we give them knitting equipment and they don't knit. I don't think we should do it. I think we should play it safe. I think we should get them a brand new set of pots and pans.
What kind of mascot uses pots and pans?
Look around. I think they kind of look at you kind of weird, being like, everyone. I
just sort of look around, you know, put my hands on my hips.
You're right. It's a dumb idea, but like they honestly, like you could see that like they have a list of like maybe they have like a little like board that they've been like a chalkboard they've been writing things and it's just been like written on, scratched, erased, wrten on, and then the last one has pans ?
Yeah, and it's like
so they're clearly desperate for something, but they think that yours is also wrong. They're like clearly doubting it. And they're like, I don't know. We don't even know what to think anymore. And they're clearly like really, really stumped. And they kind of need help.
Okay, it's like, well, how about this? If you guys don't want to take on the responsibility of making sure that this is a good one, why don't you leave it to me? Right? If it's a bad gift, the blame falls on me. And if it's a good gift, this entire house benefits.
No. The blame will fall on all the house. We're house fruit. We're about compassion. Gifts have to be compassionate. Oh, this is so hard.
And how are pots and pans compassionate? They're not.
They're useful. We're getting something useful that they'll use all the time and they can remember house root by.
All right, then why don't we make these knitting needles something more than just knitting needles?
No. What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
they lean in. They're really interested in what you mean by it.
Well, if I was a mouse guard everything that I would have an alternate use, right? Kind of like how a potting pan. Imagine like a pot of pans that would also be used as a shield or something like that. You know.
So we should make a
knitting
shield?
No, we should make knitting needles that are also can be used as weapons. Perfect for a mouse guard. You know, put my hands on my hips again and just, you know, look impressed at myself with that.
Like a spoon sword.
Yeah. Sure.
Like,
or a ladle hammer.
Yeah.
Or a knife that's also a knife.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, no, they're actually like getting really super on board with this idea of weaponized cooking implements and supplies.
Okay. So we're in agreement then. We're gonna source out someone who can make a nice set of knitting needles that can also be used as like a stiletto or something.
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
Okay. Whew. Well, that was easy.
Perfect.
So I don't know how to do that. I guess. We'll find someone who works with bone or something like that, and
yeah, we'll cut over to that. But Kika, muted.
So I'm not given a job to do for my house's gift, right?
Mm-hmm. They're kind of feel bad. I mean, they felt bad leaving you out, but yeah, they're kind of left you out of the whole gift thing.
Well, I might, given that my family is a family of weavers, I might want to try to weave a tapestry that is depicts a sort of ancient, well-known map of Lockhaven, or even like the Mouse territories.
Okay. So you want to weave something. Okay. I can see that. That's to be pretty daunting to do in a week.
Could I like break it up into smaller checks?
Yeah, what's your intention? Let's talk about with this. Is this going to be the gift? Or is this proving?
It's sort of, it's kind of proving that I am capable, while also sort of being a gift. I think Skylark sort of intends to maybe show up the rest of the house a bit.
Oh, damn.
Maybe like have it done like at the same time the rest of the house has their things done, and just like have it out and be like, well, I mean, you can give them that or you can give them this.
Oh,
sort of
okay.
Thing.
Okay. Yeah, so you want to make your own gift.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it will be a cartography test to basically make the map. Right?
Yeah.
And then it's a weaver test to build it off the map that you made. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's do the cartography test first.
May I reference my notes for this?
Yeah, I want to see that.
Aren't you referencing an ancient book?
Yeah, probably would be, yeah.
All right. So then you probably have to go get that book from the library, right?
Could I
So it's going to be an archivist test to get your notes. But you have an instinct for it, and I'll allow you to do it.
Okay. Much prefer administrator.
Why do you think it's administrator?
Well, I have administrator. I was gonna get archivist, but then someone else took it before I did. So
Yeah,
I was like,
no.
okay, I'll get administrator then.
Right. But this is like a researching test, right? This is you to
Yeah.
get this specific thing.
What if I fill out all the requisite paperwork to borrow the book?
Jeez.
I think that's part of the
Someone
archivist test.
catch it
Here's the
too.
thing, though. I think that the problem is whether or not the book's actually there and it's available for use. So I think that's an archivist test. I think you go down there and you fill out the paperwork and stuff like that, and they look back and they get, you take some time, and somebody comes back and they say, "Oh, that's weird. Wasn't on the shelf where it's supposed to be. Let's see if somebody checked it out already." And they look, "Nope, it's supposed to be here. Okay, that's weird." And that's when I think it's time for you to make an archivist test. It's an OB1 archivist test, though.
Okay, I don't have it though. So
Do you want to start learning it, or do you want to use your nature?
I guess I can learn it.
Okay. It's a will test.
Yeah, I only have 2 will because I'm a tenderpaw, but unless I can get 2, then it's gonna just be 1, isn't it?
Yeah. It's basically 1 dice against 1.
Okay.
At least you're not OB3 like I am.
I'll use my nature then. So my nature is 4, so I'd be throwing 2 dice.
Yep.
And I'd like to use curious 4.
So wait, if you're spending your persona, you don't actually have those dice because your nature is 4, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if you spend persona on a roll that you're learning, you do not half those dice that are persona.
Okay.
You only have supplies and traits, as well as the base number and help.
Okay. So 4, and then OB1, boom. What?
Wow. Holy shit. That's
Can
some Eric
I-
luck right there.
Can I reroll my failures?
I
Do you
think Skylark should retire from cartography, man.
do you want a yeah, do you have a wise that can let you do that?
I just have Legends of the Guard wise.
Yeah, we all have that one.
Do you think that will help you? How do you think that will help you with a book that's not here on the shelves?
Maybe I know a story about a really, really absent-minded guards mouse who always lost things every single day, and he was famous for always losing things, but it always turned out that he would just drop them and they'd roll under things, and he'd never think to look under something. So I decided to look in the space between shelves and floor and maybe under other books, or maybe it fell behind books. Other books.
Yeah, I dig it. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. You spending a fate or persona for this one?
The re-rolling failures one, I think that's persona.
Well, they both reroll failures. It's just that fate rerolls 1 failure and persona rerolls all failures.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm doing persona.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. So then it's another one. Also, yeah. Okay.
Yay.
So, you tap. So here's a couple points of order because you did get it. Because this is not a test within your nature.
Yeah.
Your
My nature
current
goes down
nature
by
goes.
1.
Yeah, your current nature goes down by 1. But then your wise pays off, as it probably should have, because that's crazy. But no, that's good. And you go ahead and you find the book. And what is the name of this book? What was the name of this atlas?
Hidden things and where to find them.
Yeah.
Probably something boring and bland, like historical territories of the Mouse Kingdom.
Yeah, it's probably is a really fucking dull,
Yeah.
voluminous tome. And that's why like the maps in it no one's bothered to recreate because no one knew they were so good in it. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So now you have the book that you want to use to help you with your cartography test. So the next part is for you actually to make the map based on that book. So you obviously have supplies.
Yep.
Yeah. This is it's called a complex test, which is a series of obstacles. So
okay, would it be cartographer and then weaver after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And what's the ob for this?
So you actually have a reference here.
Yeah.
So this is information transmitted by from notes essentially.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a detailed map. Actually, no, I would consider this personally surveyed, considering it's a really good, accurate map. But this is it's a complex map. So it's an Ob 4 test because it's a complex map from area. I'm saying personally surveyed as the difficulty of information because you have the book here. In addition to having the book as supplies. So it's an Ob 4 test.
Okay, I'm just copying it though.
Yeah, but you also need to make it in a way that you can help you then with weaving it.
Could I get help on this somehow?
Yeah, totally. Do you want to try to get housemates to help you? Do you want to get someone else to help you? Do you want to let anyone in on what you're doing? Do you want to let your professor know?
I would probably go for my senior artisan first.
Yeah, you want to ask your professor?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Let's do that. All right. So remind everybody who your professor is.
My professor is Captain Nelson Vorison Sherwin.
Yes. Okay. So you go to Captain Sherwin, who oh man, I just imagine his office is like just nautical maps and globes and shit. Like for days.
It's like a sextant up on the wall next to an astrolabe.
Oh yeah, totally.
Is this a relation to Dale?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, there's like
or something.
Second uncle or something like that. And I think there's like a lot of posters or oh my god, do you have any idea how many ships in a bottle this guy has? Do you have any idea?
He has a shelf for his ships.
Yeah, he's a shelf for his ships.
Bookshelf.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of there's a lot of detailed maps around Port Sumac and like historical Port Sumac and stuff like that all around it. Like he's really interested in like really old maps of Port Sumac because like that's kind of where they're from, or maybe they were from Darkwater and that's awkward. But anyways, I don't remember. But let's say it's Port Sumac. So all right, they come in. So you knock on the door or you schedule an appointment. That's not the problem. When they come in. They look a little occupied as they kind of see, oh, Skylark, it's I'm a little busy. Sorry, this map's taking longer than I thought. What's going on?
I sort of like freeze up because
talking to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't really like write everything out because you'd probably get upset, and I have this big tome in my hands. So I like.
Oh, you do? You have it with you? Like this,
yeah.
The tome with, okay, you brought it with you. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I have it. And like I have like a bookmark in the requisite page. So I sort of like fumble with the book and open it up, turn it around to him, and I say, I've been having a lot of trouble with my maps and cartographying, but I want to really, really get better, and I want to be able to copy this, and I was wondering if you could help me, please. And I say that like kind of quietly, and I hold up the book.
And he's like, "What do you have here?" And it's like Bargle's maps of wondrous and ancient past participles. And he looks at the page you have and looks over. It's like, my, and he folds up his bifocals. And he's like, my God, what a beautiful map.
I know, and no one's bothered to copy it, and I was hoping I could maybe make not just a copy, but I was hoping to make an appropriate pattern for weaving a tapestry of this map, because I thought everybody should be able to see it.
He looks at it and says, a tapestry for this magnificence? Nay, we must transcribe this map and make this. No, this belongs on parchment. You can't do this to a beautiful map like this. He's obviously a stickler for paper maps, or vellum. I guess vellum maps, right?
But if it's on tapestry, it would be a lot bigger, and then everybody could see it. Everyone, not just people who are shuffling through the library on chance. This book was behind a book on mating habits of dung beetles because nobody cared. This needs to be seen by everyone.
And your professor's like, no, an old map like this is a treasure.
Well, shouldn't...
Not everyone should deserve to look upon this sort of glory. This belongs up on a wall somewhere that someone can appreciate for a long time.
Well, that's what a tapestry is for.
No, it will distort the mountain range. It'll distort the forest range. It will distort the hilltops, and the colors will fade. It wouldn't look good. It would look really good in ink on parchment.
Do you doubt the skills of my family's profession, sir?
No, it's not at all. It's an aesthetic choice. Look, I don't know the first thing about weaving. I wouldn't presume to know, but there is something I do know.
An awful lot, sir, by making all these statements about distortion of mountain tops and peaks, sir.
Well,
with all due respect.
Well, I'm just imagining what it would be like to even transcribe this onto parchment. This could be quite a daunting task.
Yes, it would. That's why I need help. It needs to go on proper parchment first before it can be transcribed to a tapestry. It's not like it's a one or the other thing. It would sort of, by nature of what it is, be both.
All right. Help.
Yes.
Look, and he looks at you and says, I know we haven't seen eye to eye, but I know you have a heart for maps. And this might be a good experience for both of us. And he says, I'll be willing to help you. And then he goes to his desk and pulls out a stack of other books and like a roll of maps and says, if you can transcribe these 5 maps and explain their significances and the 3 things they have in common, and I warn you, the third one is going to be kind of tricky. If you can do this, I'll help you. So if you want their help, you have to, unless you want to try to persuade them or do something like that socially.
She just opens up her bag and starts frantically rifling through her notes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think trying to do this...
Are you cool with that bargain?
Yeah. Trying to do this is far less intimidating to her than actually trying to persuade someone of higher station to do something.
Yeah, depends on how imperative it is. Okay. and depends on how interesting you want your goal.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do this. Yeah.
Great. Cool. Swing by my office tomorrow with the updated maps, and he's like, just assumes you're gonna do it tonight, and I'll get ready to help you.
Okay. 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 Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And I just take all the maps and sort of like shuffle out quickly.
Yeah. Cool. All right, and then let's cut back over to Derek.
Yeah.
All right. So Thorn has decided to go out and go grab a bunch of these flowers, right? These lilies. Let's call them lilies. Up between Thistledown and Lockhaven. Further, like basically out near the out past like the greenery stuff. And furthermore, you also want to catch some lightning bugs.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, did he change the cameras? Damn it, guys. Tell me that.
Yeah,
shit.
look at Zoom group chat, my dude. My guy, look at the post at 5:50 and then at 6:27.
You gotta say something. I don't have sound effects on or nothing, so
I got that. I'm sorry, my dude. I tried to warn you. Okay.
We're still switched, Kika and I.
Yeah. Yeah, Henley.
Jeez. Alright. There you go. I was busy.
Nailed it. Okay, so you're heading out. All right, my question for you is nobody of House Thorn's actually been out here before, unless you have.
No.
Okay. Cool. All right, then. You guys probably were prudent enough to grab a map and try to figure out where you can grab these flowers. So can I get a because this is you and this part of the story, I need a scout test from you.
Yeah, just a question. Are we tenderpaws allowed to leave Lockhaven?
Yeah. It's I feel like you guys probably. Here's my question: would House Thorn lie? You're allowed to leave, because you're doing this like after hours or at some point, like, or like, you know, a time when no one has classes. Are you yeah, when you all leave and like you have to like sign out and that kind of stuff, right? Do they, and like they give a reason, do you tell them you're doing this stuff for the gift, or do you make up a reason or something?
No, I'd say we would be honest about it.
Okay.
I was just asking whether we like sneaked out or.
No. Oh, that's actually, here's a really good thing. Here's what I would say. No, but you hear rumors as you're getting ready to leave that you're not like that there's like an advisory for mice traveling that area. That for birds looking for it's like it's hungry bird season, everybody. Watch out. And you know, like not just the word I'm thinking of, it's not a shrike, but it's close. You know, it's season, and they're so I think actually you'll be stopped by the guards here to be like, we can't, like, we don't want tenderpaws going out there.
But why?
Well, it's not safe, and you're not trained. Like, we get it.
But it's noon. And it's such a beautiful day.
Right, but we're just afraid that something bad would happen to you out there, and well, we Lockhaven doesn't want to take a risk. This guy can be convinced, right, to let you go, but you need to. House Thorn is kind of like grumbling and being like, I guess we should do that play. But I think at
So
least Terrence is
just
like, be like, no, hold on, guys, we can do this. Come on, we're House Thorn, and they're trying to convince each other again to be like, no, we can do this, and they want to, they want to, and this guard can be persuaded, I would say, if we want to go out there. But now it's like, do you really want to go out there if it's risky? And yeah, I think Terrence is like, oh, that's fine. We would be fine, right? And
I think we'd be fine. So I say to the guard, listen, we're just gonna get some flowers, like just around the trees. It's probably gonna take us like a few minutes only, and it's sunlight. I'm trying to convince him.
Yeah,
we're not going on a trip. I mean, we're probably gonna be back in like an hour, probably.
Oh no,
we probably won't be out of your sight.
Like half a day, like 2 hours there, 2 hours back, with foraging included, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. Fine, but we're sending you with an escort.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Who's coming then?
A mouse with a black cloak, named Millicent, is going to come out with you all. They're a guard mouse, and because it's spring, at this time of the day, there's actually a lot of mice still in Lockhaven. It's still like early mid-spring. The way Lockhaven handles shifts through the spring is like phases. So rather than send everybody at one time, say like, okay, the first group goes out and they're the ones who go out to Pebblebrook and Wolf Point and all that kind of stuff. Like get those people out first, and then they send the next group, and then you send out the people who are local, just so like it's not chaotic and we can keep track of everybody. So we're still in kind of the process of switching between like medium and like the short areas. And so Millicent is just a mouse hanging around, who's been, they've been a guard mouse for a few years, and they were like, don't worry, kiddos, I'll take care of you. I was
already. So we go out, and we're trying to forage flowers, lilies, daffodils, lightbugs, fireflies.
Yeah, and so the first thing I need you to do is a scout test. So like we cut to you guys traveling over there, and now I need you to, and it's dangerous, and so I need a scout test, and obviously you're getting help from the from your what do you call it, your chaperone, as well as the group here. So like you're getting like 2 dice of help.
Okay.
Because I'm willing to separate them as distinct things. Mm-hmm.
Okay then. So what Nicholas is going to do is climb the tree. Not like to look for flower patches, and probably something like what's the name for like a swamp, but a small one.
Marshes?
Or like a bog.
Yeah, something like a bog. That's the word I was looking for. Because I'm guessing that after the winter snows have thawed, there'd be like some places where it'd be like bogs, and we could probably find light bugs there.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see light bugs during the day? Do they sleep?
I'm sorry, you're asking, is there a light? What?
No, light bugs like fireflies. Can they be found during the day?
Yeah, I mean you can find them at night. Yeah, I mean I think there's fireflies during the day. But I mean they obviously come out more at near the eve, but also it's spring, so like I don't know if they fly. Are fireflies all year round bugs?
No,
I don't know this. Let's just assume they are.
Yeah. Alrighty, so I have some rolling scout. I'm climbing the tree. I don't know what the other guys are doing to help me, but scout. Two plus, so I'm getting 2 help dice.
Yeah, and I'm rolling 5
Right?
dice. Yeah, for the creature.
So
I'm ready to roll when you
all
are.
right, I just rolled.
Oh, okay. So we tie. Do you want to do something? So it's a tie. Do you want to spend fate to luck that 6? Would you like to use a wise and then spend fate or persona to break it, or do you want to use a trait to break the tie in my favor? Do you want to go to a tiebreaker roll?
So when I'm up there in the tree,
Yeah.
I start to doubt ourselves because I start because I have my belief about being safe and all.
Yeah.
And I see myself on the tree, and I remember the rumors about the birds and stuff. So I'm starting to feel skeptical about all this thing, and I have that trait, skeptical. So I'm using it against myself to break it in your favor.
Okay.
So I'm like, no, we shouldn't have gone out. Should have done the fucking play.
Because around here, ready to eat the bugs and the blooming seeds, are a bunch of sparrows.
Wow.
And I think Millicent kind of curses as it's like, shit, kids. Okay, everyone get behind me. All right, we got to go. Like, she's like, this field trip is canceled. As like the sparrows kind of call out, and they're like, all right, as long as they don't think we're a threat, we should be okay. And at that moment,
eat mice?
It's
sparrows?
a sparrow. Yeah, of course they would.
Yeah.
And that sparrow, at that moment, with the sparrows, another member of House Thorn, I think I already said a name, Thurston, goes, wait, where's Terrence?
Dun, dun, dun.
And yeah.
Where's Terrence?
Yeah. And can we go to break real quick?
Sure, yeah.
7.
Many thanks to our Patreon supporters for this week's episode. Head on over to patreon.com/Henley to support the growth of Die Party.
So we're following our beloved House Thorn House Thornite, and so we are missing we're missing Terrence. So we do a head count. There are swallows coming around, and we don't want to be here. So I want to know. But nobody knows where they went off to.
Just one question, because Guard Millicent is here with us. So do I decide what we do, or I'm just like playing suggestions because he outranks all of us?
Yeah, but no, definitely be voicing your opinion and stuff like that, because like the show is about you guys and what you decide, right? And
do I know, or do we know? Yeah, tell me.
Oh no, I was gonna say, if it helps, I can I will say things like they can be while I give you sort of like authority telling you not to do something. When I do that, I'm also trying to sometimes let you know that they can be persuaded here, or that kind of stuff. So you know that this is just authority saying this, but it's not. But you can also fight for what you want, right? It's not so much. It's not it's supposed to be a hard obstacle.
You can fight for your right to party.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So
since the only other NPC I know its name is Sarah, so I turn to her and I ask her, Sarah, did you see where Terrence was going? I know we're looking for the flowers. I was up on the tree. I didn't see.
No. And Sarah looks at you and says no, I thought he went out with you to go look for the flowers.
No, I was alone.
I'm
on a
really
tree.
scared. And
We have to find his tracks.
Yeah. And
So we're probably gonna track him,
Right.
unless Millicent
Mil-
says something.
Millicent says it's too dangerous, right? It's like, okay, everybody, it's too dangerous with these sparrows out here, angry and smelling mice. Like, we shouldn't be doing anything. Look, I want you all to stay here, and I will take care of this. I will find them, right? And she obviously,
Can Sarah and I
she
come
could
with
use the
you?
help. Like,
Yeah, Sarah, let's go. Let's help guard Millicent find Terrence. Is anyone else missing or just Terrence?
and Sarah goes, "Oh no way, not me. I'm not going out there. Better safe than dead."
Yeah, and that kind of resonates with me, but I feel guilty.
Well, Sarah doesn't. Fuck that. Leave it to Millicent. They know what they're doing. I'm not going out there.
Anyone else?
And, like you hear the calls of sparrows and stuff like that. Or do you ask the rest of the group of thorns? You could see that like
anyone else?
right. And you can see like now that like there's actual threat of danger, a lot of people's like who thorn courage is is tested. It's not as easy to say I'm as brave as I think I am.
Mm-hmm. Come on. So can I try like to boast them? Or,
hell yeah,
like,
you can. You want to give us? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to boast the group. Like I'm trying to elicit help from one or two of them. We don't need the whole group to follow. Probably guard Millicent wouldn't let them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, "What are you, chickens? We're thorns. Remember the 3 words: brave, chivalry, courage. This is what we're good for. It's probably the first time we have to do this, but what good is it that you're placed in this house if at the first time of danger you're all trembling like chickens? Look at this. Guard Millicent, what house were you when you were a tenderpaw?"
Root, she says, like looking at the like sword out, looking around.
Yeah.
Sorry, but keep going. It's a really good speech.
No, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just gambled on that. Okay, forget Guard Millicent. He wasn't a thorn. We can do this, guys. Listen, I come from Spurstock. I can't use the sword for shit, but I'm willing to find Terrence. What say ya? Am I rolling for this?
Yeah, you're
orator
definitely.
Or something?
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking. I want to say orator. Yeah, definitely orator. Let's do. This is probably like an op 3 because they're definitely scared.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend persona on this?
I don't have orator.
Yeah. So do you want to use your nature or do you want to use persona?
If I use persona, I just get an extra die, right?
No, you have two options. So. Yeah. So persona, you have 2 options you can do.
To tap nature, right?
Yeah, you can tap your nature here. Now you're yeah. Or you can spend persona up to 3 of them for the extra dice.
You know what? No, forget that. I don't even have a persona point because I didn't get one last game. I only have 8 points.
Okay. Well, do you still want to use your nature for this roll? I can tell you it's op 3. So okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using nature.
Cool. This isn't in your nature. Inspiring speeches is not in your nature, so your nature is going to go down by the end of it by the marginal difference, but of the test. So just keep that in mind.
But even if I pass,
if you succeed. If you pass, it goes down by 1.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Perfect. So roll. This is I think that's 6 dice, right? And then you can add traits and everything.
What is your nature total? Right now?
It's 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think everybody is really like surprised to see you out of everybody being the one who like steps up and rallies Thorn. Yeah. Right. This
is just being I'm just a hypocrite.
Yeah.
So I'm just scared of it. I don't want someone to die for this.
Well, I know. Well, I think what's funny is that this speech that you give and if you don't mind, like maybe it's not, but like I like to think of this speech as sort of like what a real speech is compared to what Sarah did with like the rousing speech of like theater kind of getting people on their side, and then it's like this is an actual real speech and people are maybe getting chills, right? So anyways, I like that juxtaposition. Continue.
Well, maybe it could be the start for a character arc. Like maybe Nicholas is not such a coward, but he's gotta discover that. Like,
this is the first time you've been tested on it, right? Like of an actual danger. Well, that's not true. That's the first time, but but like
but maybe over time I'll change the belief.
Totally.
So 6 skill. I'm not getting any help, right? No.
No. I mean, everybody's. I mean.
No, it's okay.
I think Millicent. No, Millicent. No, I think Millicent is helping you, and Millicent says, like, you know, like after you actually do give the speech and stuff like that, she's like, "No, you're right. Actually, all right. If you can be, we can cover more ground if we do split up into teams." You know, like she's like being pretty pragmatic here. It's like basically saying, like, I would be willing to let you do this only because the safety of your friend here, right? But it's because it's actually, I don't know. Like, anyways, forget it. She's gonna allow it. It's a good speech. So like she's helping you for a die.
Millicent is a woman?
Yeah. With a black
That's
cloak.
A woman's name? I didn't know that.
It's Sarah Millicent, right?
No, those are 2 different mice.
Sarah is a
and
tenderpaw.
Millicent. Yeah, and you're looking for Terrence.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm getting one dice for help, and another one for my trait, inquisitive.
Yeah, you have to feel like what's out there. You have to. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right. And this is Oak Tree. You said?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going for it.
You got it.
Oh
yeah.
Wow, I mean, of course you would have to get it when you rolled that many dice. Jesus, if you didn't get that, that'd be fucking, that'd be awful.
I don't know. That's Eric dice.
It
right
happens. There. Okay, so my nature goes down to 5, and I get a pass in nature.
Yep. Your current nature becomes 5. Your max current nature is still 6. But but you also mark a pass.
And this does not count as a test for learning orator, right?
Mm-mm.
It
because it does not, because you use your nature instead of learning the skill, which is fine. You prioritized passing the test over learning it, so it's good for me, good for you, probably really good for Terrence. So okay. So Thorn like cheers for that, right? They actually cheer your name, right? They go, Nicholas, yeah, and let's go find him. We can do it. And there's like, you know, an optimistic spring in everyone's steps. The music sounds pretty good, and let's keep the camera here as we search for Terrence, right? So we have to this is looking for wherever they went. So you're trying to find their trail, right? So this is going to be. You can describe for me what you're using to find this trail. Obviously, scout seems to be the obvious one, but like I could see letting other skills here work if you're creative. So you can.
I mean, I was thinking about looking for tracks, like footprints, because if he didn't climb the tree with me, he was probably just roaming around. If we can find his tracks,
you find one of those daisies picked by hand, not by like a bird or a bug or something like that, and then so then you I think you do find like a set of tracks or something, and now it's a matter of like following them, because it's like it was kind of easy to follow them, and then it's like, oh, something happened, and like now there's like tracks going in different directions and it's hard to follow, and so now this is sort of like the scout test to find the right track.
Okay,
right, because like then it's like something happened and then they like kind of disappear, and so now it's a matter of trying to like find them.
Yeah, because probably there's like solid soil and stones. So when Terrence walks over that, there is no footprint. So we have to find them again, right?
Yeah, yeah,
because it depends on where he's stepping.
exactly.
Alrighty, so we're scouting. Am I getting the same 2 dice for help for scouting?
No, because now you're not dealing with the whole group. You're dealing with just a subset. So I think you have like Sarah helping you. So at least you have one. So essentially, your group. I imagine there's 3 of you. I'm gonna give you a third name, Ada, EDA. So Ida, Sarah,
Okay.
and Nicholas. You guys, you're a trio of thorns looking for Terrence.
Terrence.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so should I roll?
Yeah, totally. This is a scout test, and this is a versus test against Terrence's nature because he's hiding. Right.
He's hiding from the sparrows, right?
Yeah. So it's their nature.
Help traits, 2 dice.
I guess I have
So
to tell you the
you know
number
what
of
I'm
dice.
gonna
I'm
do?
rolling. I'm rolling 5 dice, so you know. So when you build your pool. Yeah. So what's going on?
Okay, I'm rolling 2 plus 2 minus 1 for my long tail. I'm gonna use it against me because there's this moment where I find the tracks and I turn around to say to Sarah, hey, I found these tracks. But when I turn around, my tail like just goes over the tracks and like erases them from the ground. So I'm
Damn.
like, oh fuck. So I'm rolling 3 dice total.
Okay.
2 plus 2 minus 1. Should I roll?
Yep. I rolled 5 dice and got 5 successes, which is
That's a fucking Dave Traeger roll right there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Okay.
So
Rip.
scout fail.
Right.
What happens? So I lost the trail with my tail. I swear I saw
shadow.
footprints.
Yeah. No. A shadow. Like, you know, like you're looking around for it and you're like, I swear they saw them. And as you're like looking around, you hear Sarah's like calling, you know, and Ada are going like, Nicholas. And he's like, hold on. I swear I thought I saw them. And then like the shadow gets bigger over you. And then there's like, you kind of turn around and there's like that shock in your eyes as a sparrow comes down and dives at you. You hurl yourself into the bushes, and it does hit you, and so you actually are going to take the injured condition as you tumble off into like some bramble and rocks, and it's a bad hit. You're like the sparrow, like it's more like the fall hurt you more than the sparrow, right? As you dove away, but as you dove into the sort of like off the road down this sort of like crevasse or like this little ravine or something, you see tucked away is Terrence, who's like huddled up like this, and so you got a additional success, but you're injured.
I just marked it injured.
Yeah, so like we follow you. You tumble down, and we hear Ida and Sarah be like, oh my god, Nicholas, are you okay? And you hear like some like branches moving and stuff. You hear sparrows cawing, and it's like really dangerous. What do you do? Terrence is like literally shocked. Like he's what's the word when you're just checked out, like you don't know anything. Like
shell shocked.
Yeah, but what's the other word for it? There's another word for it.
I got nothing.
You know, when you're just like, when your brain shuts off and you're just like, don't like copacetic. Is it copacetic?
Yeah,
no, that's good. But like, you know what I mean? That word for when you're you like to disassociate, basically. Like you're shocked in terror.
He's in his happy place, right?
No, not even that. It's just like, you know, like his eye, like he's just like not even, he didn't even see you there. Like he's just like so scared, like he's shivering.
Like catatonic. Right?
Yeah, catatonic. Catatonic's the word. Thank you. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the word. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. He's just like just like shivering like, and you're like literally like hurt near him, because like otherwise he would have called out for help, but like he just can't. Like he didn't even think. Like he's just so afraid.
Yeah. So this is the moment where my belief kicks in. Like better safe than dead.
Yeah.
So I just like grab Terrence by the hand and shout to Sarah and Ada, who are like behind. It's like, I found Terrence, just get the fuck out. Can we make a run for it?
Yeah, are you gonna try to like carry him? Is that the plan? Is the next scene we see like you like fireman carrying Terrence like out of this place?
So he's not moving, right?
Yeah, he's just like a ball.
Okay, yeah, so this is what
you can try to like snap him out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, if that's possible, yeah, I'm gonna try to like shake him, like Terrence, wake up, Terrence.
He's just like, I want to go home. He's just not.
Yes, we're going home, but you have to run. We're going home. Just grab him by the shoulder.
I can't. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
I'm carrying him.
Those sparrows are so big. All right, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try to carry him. Like a sack of potatoes.
All right, cool. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I was gonna say you can try to manipulate him if you wanted to, like intimidate him. Like, God damn it, dude, we gotta go. But like, because it sounded like you were trying to do that, and if you wanted to really convince him, you could do that, and then you could have like that montage of you running together, or you could health test carry him out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of like it. I'd be cool with either of those options.
I'm gonna carry him.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm gonna carry him.
Totally.
At least I'm gonna try.
Okay, cool. This is going to be a this is going to be a health test. To carry him, right? It's going to be a versus test against the sparrow. That's a nature, because you're just like running, right?
Yeah. What's skill or ability? 6 for health.
Yeah.
No help, right?
No. No one else is helping you carry poor Terrence out of here. All right, I'm ready to roll when you are.
1 second.
Yeah, totally.
I'm ready to roll.
Okay. I'm rolling 2. 2. All right, we tie. You want to do something?
Oh, but I got a 6. I'm gonna try to use a fate point.
Okay. No, not enough. Do you want to try a wise, or do you want to do a tiebreaker roll, or use a trait to break in my favor?
No, let's do the tiebreaker roll.
Okay, cool. So then I think that's nature. Nature, because you're escaping, I think.
Yeah.
So it's going to be nature versus nature. So I'm rolling 5 dice again.
Me too. 5d6.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Ready when you are.
Me too. Okay. Also, because we're doing a tiebreaker roll, I'm pretty sure that counts as a loss for your health test.
Doesn't it only take the final one that you get?
Oh wait, yeah, no, wait. The dependency of this test is contingent on the tiebreaker roll. But no, the tiebreaker roll counts as a separate test. Is all I'm trying to say. In terms for purposes of advancement.
So I do take the fail for health.
No, I'm sorry, I misspoke. The health test is contingent on the tiebreaker test, whether you succeed or fail at it. But you would mark a success or a pass or a fail for your health test, as well as a pass or a fail for your nature test. Is what I'm saying when you do a tiebreaker roll. Those are considered 2 different rolls in purposes of the rules of the game. Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the only ways. It's one of the few ways you can actually get 2 rolls in a test. Yeah. Okay, so I rolled. I got 3 dice. You got 1.
I don't know what
Okay.
I did. Okay.
No, it's okay. I mean, you rolled.
So
You did the same thing.
Yeah. It just
So you fail.
it added up.
Yeah.
So I mark a fail in nature and in health.
Yep. So your So your nature also goes down by 1 because you failed the test by 1. No, I'm sorry, it goes down by 2.
Even though it was in my nature.
Yeah, because if you fail a nature test, your nature goes down based on the margin of failure.
Yeah. Even if it's in your nature.
This was a very expensive. Yeah, this was very expensive.
So remember, like your max current nature is still 6, but now I think it's 3 out of 6.
Mm-hmm.
If I,
you know what, I super failed it because shouldn't I have rolled like one die less because of I'm injured, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it's fine.
Yeah.
You still, it's okay. You still didn't. It's okay. So you're hurt.
But we wouldn't have rolled the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Well,
look, it's cool. No, this is fine. Let's play it out because this is really cool. Because you're like sprinting right as this bird's coming down at you, and it's getting super close to you, and then like from the side you see Millicent with the sword like come down at the bird, and the bird like breaks off, and it's like, and she just screams like run, and she like comes back and like squares up against this bird that's like circling again, and it's like showing down and gives you time, but so you make it back to your friends, but you're exhausted. So take the exhausted trait as well, because you're injured and exhausted carrying this Terrence's safety. Millicent is able to drive off the bird finally. Her cloak's but it goes off with her cloak. And she's like, "That's fine."
The sparrow took Millicent's cloak.
Yeah, it like tore it up, and like it's like got stuck on her. Like they were entangled fighting, and the claw got on her cloak, and she had to like fight it. And by the time she cuts it off, right, it's like tore it off, and it flew off with the bird. And she's like, "That's fine. It's rather my cloak than one of you. Let's go." And let's get.
We made it.
And let's go.
We made it, Terrence. We made it.
Let's cut back over to Dave.
Hello.
What's up, man? Let's talk about Hunter.
Yeah. So I've been giving it some thought, and I think ideally we should try and find someone who can find a material to make this out of. The dagger.
You should find someone to make this out of.
No, find a material. Find someone who can get us a material.
Okay.
Or maybe like maybe there's a nice pair of like something like this already made, and we just retrofit it. I don't know. So. I'm not sure. Maybe a circles test or something, but that seems like a really hard circles test to make.
No, you want to. I think you've done enough. Circles.
Yeah.
Not that you couldn't do another one, but you're trying to find someone who can smith these things for you.
Maybe.
Is that your? Who's your?
Yeah.
No, that's Harvester.
Yeah. So what I was thinking actually was due to the fact that I want to be like the father figure that it wasn't in my life, maybe I would know some of the fighter mentors already out there, and maybe I can go talk to them to see if I can source sort of like a stiletto hidden weapon thing from them. And see if they maybe know something that already exists that we can use, or talk to them about like what they think would be a perfect material to be for it to be made out of, something strong and durable and whatever,
Yeah.
And this would also give me a chance to because I would love to have a mentor that's a fighter later on. So whoever I can talk to, maybe I can get in good with them at this point as well. So is it a possibility to talk to the mentor that Oak had, Huey had?
No, because they're probably deceased.
Oh no, yeah, no, they totally is, because that's his. That's who gave him the fucking
their cloak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I totally forgot about that. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, who's a mentor for the fighters? Oh.
Oh, you want a fighter mentor?
Yeah, I can talk to him about this.
Or who trains the
tenderpaws,
yeah, right, like the martial
guy.
I was gonna say the PE, the gym guy.
Yeah, he's wearing
His
like
mom could
got
be
like
his mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I like that. Her name's Taryn.
Taryn. Okay.
Yeah. Also, they're from Ivydale.
Okay. That's my hometown, right? I believe.
Yep.
Yes. Cool. So go to their office, or maybe at the training grounds or something. I don't know.
Yeah. There's probably like a sparring ground or whatever with a bunch of like
dirt circle
dummies set up. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
I go to the dirt circle to try and find her.
Yeah, there's probably like another set of mice who are like doing like physical fitness stuff, like push-ups and things like that. And you're like walking with them like through the yard as you're talking to them,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Very Aaron Sorkin walk and talk-esque. All right.
What was her name again, sorry?
Taryn.
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 Taryn. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So what would be the correct pronunciation to give someone? Like, is it mentor or master, Taryn? Like, what would it be?
Oh yeah, that's a really good question.
Because
it's probably just professor, maybe, or like.
I mean, but they're specifically a
ma'am.
mentor, right? Like, they're the sort of people that get called on like super late into the game when you're an actual mouse guard too.
Yeah.
And is maybe.
So this is like, oh my god, know who this is? I got this is know who the mentor is. This is the fucking head of that the private guard. Remember the people that you bumped into when you were trying to go into the library? It's like the head of that. It's the head of those people.
Trying to go into the Hall of Remembrance.
Like the Lockhaven.
Oh, the Hall of Remembrance, right? Okay,
like this is like the Lockhaven men at arms, right? Like, or like what's the word for it? The person
guardsman?
the person who's responsible for like the whole armory and like everything.
Okay.
Is like is this person who's responsible for like defense of Lockhaven and like all that shit.
But they also like train the tenderpaws.
Well, I don't think they. Yeah, well, I think they sort of like have adjuncts, or but yeah, they're sort of like the person who's responsible for it.
Okay.
Right. They're responsible for overseeing all the kind of martial things. So yeah, they're involved.
So would that just be like Captain Taryn?
Yeah, absolutely, Captain.
Okay.
Guard.
Yeah. So it's like
the only reason why they don't like do other duties like the rest of mice is because they're sworn to Lockhaven. You remember how I said like everyone has a governor to like different places?
Sure, yeah.
Obviously, like, I mean, obviously the matriarch is sort of like that part, right? Mm-hmm. But like, so like Ellie is absolutely the head of that thing, but also like if Ellie is sort of also like the Pope, this is like the governor of the Vatican, right? Okay.
Sure.
Like they're responsible for the day-to-day activities of Lockhaven, while Ellie would be the activities of Mouse Guard as a whole.
Yeah. Okay. So I walk up to her. What does she look like, by the way?
Oh man, I totally imagine some fucking like, so like
grizzled,
Praetorian,
scarred,
like of. Yeah. Praetorian guard, like remember I definitely imagine the honor guard have like red, silver, and gold. I think is what I said.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right, like silver gilded armor. So I mean, silver gilded is a weird way to put it, but like like ceremonial honor guard armor. Like it's not really functional. It's just very pretty. It has like the pin, like the brooch of like Lockhaven, like keeping the like that's like gold with this red cloak going down. She doesn't carry a spear or anything like that because it's just like way too
Pompous.
other. And yeah, and there's probably some kind of like, not like tassel or like some sort of extra like vestment she has to wear because she's like the head of the thing, and probably some sort of like chains and like there's just like
I imagine
just
it's like
her left breast or his left breast is like just medals for days.
Oh, I was imagining like, you know, like a cloak pin, but like it's like
a brooch.
Like a brooch or something. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and it's like they're the only person with this brooch because this is like the defense of Lockhaven.
Like
brooch.
the king's hand sort of brooch.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly what it's like. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. That's cool.
And then and on the other side is just like a whole slew of medals.
Yeah. So I walk up to
Like,
the captain.
Yeah.
Captain Tyrion.
Oak's son.
Oh, you know of me. My name's Hunter. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. And she looks at you. Because she's like grizzled and scarred. Like her eyes are kind of like cloudy a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you have your father's eyes. What she says to you,
I
like,
sort of
with a nice smile.
Beam at that a little bit. I was like, thank you. You knew my father well?
Yeah, we fought in the war together. Back in 51 or 49. Through 49 through 51.
I'd love to hear more about it, but
The
I actually come here with a purpose, if you'll hear me.
Oh, please, yes. As you can see, I'm busy myself as she's like looking around, and you know, there's like a bunch of people doing fitness and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I look around, like sort of like you know, impressed and kind of like wishing I was doing this sort of stuff as well, rather than sourcing out bloody gifts to give the dean and shit. But so I'm sure you know that the tenderpaws have this tradition of finding the dean a gift every year.
Yes. Yeah.
I was speaking to my grandpa, the armorer.
Yeah.
And he mentioned that the dean has a particular knack for knitting that not many people know of. And in true mouse guard fashion, I wanted to, House Root wanted to get for her knitting needles that could also be used as, I don't know, a stiletto or something, like a double use.
When you say that she knits, she like, we like stop walking and she looks at you and says, she like stares at you and for a second and goes, "You're not supposed to know that. I'll have a talk with your grandfather."
I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it. He was...
She says, "Well, mouse is out of the bag then."
Well, that's part of the
once
reason.
you make them, yeah,
it's part of the reason why we want them to have a separate meaning, so those who aren't supposed to know of this could see it as something else.
She would be extremely embarrassed if you would be presenting them with the rest of the group.
Well, perhaps this is something we can give her outside of official means, then.
You know that the ceremony has to be done publicly.
Oh, and there's a gift for the ceremony, and then there's a gift that we give her on the side.
It's very unusual.
Oh.
Some would say even close to not following the rules.
I just sort of like, maybe I stop and just sort of like, without really looking at her, I'm just like, oh, sometimes I think traditions need to be changed. It's a gift with purpose, not a gift with Anything else in mind?
Well, little oak, you have your father's eyes, but you have your mother's heart. She's a little acorn. That's even better.
Yeah.
Acorn. She calls you acorn.
All right.
Little acorn.
So I guess he blushes at that because, like, you know, he would rather, like, you know, he doesn't see his mother as like anything more than, because I don't know,
she's kind of like not sensitive at all.
Yeah, no, like, you know,
yeah, which is funny.
Dear mother, hello, it is me, your son. Like,
yeah, remind me to tell you some stories about your mother sometime.
All right. I mean, I would rather hear about my father, but sure.
Look. We're not really supposed to be helping you with deciding your gifts. The gifts are supposed to come from your house, but Mouse Guard is also resourceful.
It's less about deciding and more about obtaining more than anything. I think that decision's already been made, if you don't mind me saying so.
Right. And she's like, I think I might be able to help you. And then, oh, what's that? And she like looks over and like coming over, like storming over to where you're standing is your mom. Holding a letter, calling out to the rest of the field, going, what is the meaning of this? And yeah, let's stay there for a second. What do you do when your mom comes over and says, this is how you address me after months?
Damn.
And then she like salutes Commander Taro. And it's actually, and she's like, oh, okay, I better go. And Taran starts leaving, and now you have a fight with your mom.
Yeah, I was like,
welcome. This is your failed circles roll from the very beginning.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. I just sort of look at her and I was like, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I should be asking you, what are you doing here, Mr. Mouse Guard?
I mean, this is the Academy.
Mr. Too Good to write to his own mother. Ask how I'm doing. No, it's all about you, your needs. This place thought I would teach you better manners than this.
I mean,
how to talk to Ellie about this.
It's a two-way street, you know. You didn't send me any letters either.
Cut to you never checking your inbox, and there's like a fuck ton of letters.
Oh, really? Okay.
And she's like, I have written you every day. See how you're doing, how my little acorn's doing. And nothing. I hear nothing from you, which is fine. And then you have the nerve to send me this priority message.
It was important.
You're bold like your father. I didn't teach that to you.
Oh, I sort of like, you know, straighten up a little bit at that, hearing that. And I was like,
the nerve.
Maybe so. But you found it important enough to come here, so...
Yeah, to read you out a freaking lesson, young man. Look. For Mouse Guard... And no. And she like bites her lip. And she's like, no. An oak. An oak must lead by example. And stand tall.
Okay.
And most importantly, treat their family right. Because if you cannot treat your own family right, how are you expected to treat the rest of your Mouse Guard family? The Greater Mouse Territories family? infuriated. So I'm going to lead by example, and I'm going to tell all your teachers to really test you.
Fine.
The fuck,
I can
the
take
nerve.
it.
And she's like, the nerve, and she tears it up and says, I'm doing great, by the way. As she like, it's like, I have to leave.
Yeah,
I love
well,
you, son.
I'm,
And she wants to
I'm
kiss you on
doing
the
great
cheek as she
too.
leaves. Yeah.
Not in front of the
That's good.
kids. Jeez.
Okay, well, do you let her kiss you on the cheek before she leaves? Like she's like going to.
I cross arm, face turned. She does it anyway.
Yeah. And he says, I left you your favorite sweet cakes in your bunk.
Thanks.
And she goes, okay, cool. That was fucking awesome. All right, cool.
Mothers.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's cut over Kika. All right. So montage of you working on those
just real
cartography
quickly,
things.
what happened?
Yeah.
What was the result of the talking to the mentor? Did anything happen there at all, or just so I'm
Yeah,
clear?
they're gonna put you. They agreed to put you in contact with somebody.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. But now everybody also saw you get in a fight with your mom, and
Yeah, I was a badass.
and they're gonna make their life harder for you.
That's cool. That's fine. I can take it. I'm a big boy.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So Kika, montaging of you working all night on these cartography maps for your professor.
Okay. I take it it's
Right.
a cartographer role.
Unless, right. Yeah. Totally.
Okay. Can I invoke my instinct now?
Unless you're trying to like convince like your house to help you or something like that, then it might be like persuading here. But it's if it's just you, it's gonna be that.
Yeah, I don't have persuasion at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah. Cartography. You have supplies, obviously, because you have the you're just copying stuff over.
Yeah.
Right. So this is an ob 2 test.
Can I?
I'm sorry. I have to amend that. It's an ob 3 because you have to basically like because of the time pressure. It's an ob 3.
Eric's pushing us to specialize people. That's why he's giving us obs that are unreachable with our current skill
It's not
level.
that I want you to be, no, it's not that. It's also I want you to be resourceful, and I want you to be like, oh, can I then before I do this, can I ask somebody to help me, or can I try to get supplies? I want you to. This is why you need relationships and friends and people, because life is hard on your own. It demands a lot from you. I'm trying to use the game to instill a valuable mouse lesson.
Life lesson with Eric Bogeras.
Yeah, man,
Can
it's my favorite role-playing game.
Mesbeek or Wayne help me?
Your friend's not here in Lockhaven, are they? Let me look at my notes.
They should be.
Um,
This is Armor Lockhaven. I'm from Lockhaven. All my friends.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone I know is in Lockhaven.
oh yeah, no, totally, 100%. Yeah, you want to ask your friends? You want to
Yeah.
Mesbeek? Okay.
Yes, Mesbeek or Wayne.
All right. Let me ask you this: is Mesbeek actually good at cartography?
They're good at helping
Or just good at being a friend?
Skylark with keeping her shit organized.
Totally. Okay, so it doesn't require a circles test to get your friend. Your friend's obviously here to help you.
Okay.
Right.
Is it more
Um,
one of those things where like when you do cartography, there's a lot of like busy work that ordinary people can do, like how when people draw like comics and stuff like that, there's a lot of like shading that could be done by ordinary people, sort of thing.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Or filling in the compass rows. with the
Yeah,
numbers
exactly.
and,
Yeah,
or,
things like that.
all that shit. Yeah.
Mm.
Right. Totally. So
And-
yeah, that.
And Mesbeek
Totally.
likes Skylark because Mesbeek likes to talk a lot, and Skylark just lets her.
God. Yeah. So Mesbeek is also
Perfect
a tender paw, right?
relationship.
What? Mesbeek is what?
Is also a tender paw, right?
Yeah.
I imagine they're also in pedal
Yeah, probably.
because they're here and stuff, and they're but I mean, this doesn't mean necessarily that they are. But yeah, so like Mesbeak is just telling you all about this story they heard about House Thorn today. Telling them that apparently House Thorn went on a field trip, convinced a guard to chaperone them out to go get some seeds, and apparently a kid got lost and almost died. And like apparently there's going to be an announcement about it or something like tomorrow morning. It's going to like this huge talk, and she's like cannot start rambling about like this whole story while you're trying to concentrate.
Yeah, just like nodding. Okay, cool. So I got help.
Yeah.
Okay. And I got supplies and obs 3. Could I also invoke Curious positively?
How? And I think maybe your friend goes, oh,
starts off as busy work, but then I get like genuinely interested in it and
into the story and learning more,
or not into the work.
Oh,
yeah. So I actually get kind of really interested in the maps, and I'm getting a bit more passionate in it with my work.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And you were gonna say something?
Oh no, I was gonna. Well, kind of. I was just gonna kind of describe that. I think Mesbeak. Maybe you don't pick it up, or maybe you. I'll leave it as a character decision for you. But Mesbeak totally has a crush on Derek. Like, or at least the idea.
Derek.
I'm sorry. Yeah, of Nicholas. No, the player. Yeah. It's really weird. She believes that they're part of this abstract system of rules and mechanics in fiction. No, I was kidding. But no, like she hears the story of this heroic mouse who apparently saved these people, and it's like, what a fucking dreamboat, right? You know,
got him.
Like, oh wow.
Probably the story got distorted a lot, right?
Yeah, well, they don't know who it was. They just the idea of somebody doing that is so it's romantic.
So there's no name attached to it.
Yeah, like because they don't know who it was. It's those kind of details are very hush hush, and that like there's different rumors going around, and so she's like telling all them, it's like, oh, apparently they fought off a swallow and these things, and they had to save a mouse guard too. Like the mouse guard lost their cloak and all these things. Like, wow, one of us. Do you think? And then she goes, no, I shouldn't say it.
What?
And
what?
No, you gotta do your work. I don't want to bother you. She totally wants to spill the beans.
I know you're gonna tell me anyway, and just say it.
All right. Oh my God. Okay. So I couldn't keep it secret anyways. So I heard. Remember that rumor that there's a mouse here that's not who they say they are?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this is related, because that other rumor that I heard from Trevor, who heard from Brand, who heard from another one from House Needle, that apparently Gwendolyn's granddaughter is here.
Oh shit.
I have a question.
Do you think
what happened with Gwendolyn?
What do you mean?
I think Gwendolyn retired.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you don't retire as I imagine you retire as a matriarch. You're too old.
She retired to a nice farm upstate.
Oh, didn't that happen? Like, we met like an old. No, didn't we meet an old matriarch in the other game?
You met not an old matriarch.
I met a governor.
Actually, I never said that they were a matriarch. I actually love the idea that they were an old matriarch. Like, they were an old explorer. Her name was like Guilford.
Yeah,
you were down in Gilpledge.
Yeah,
and you met. Yeah.
Like,
I love that.
Maybe they get like another seat somewhere, kind of like how like when a CEO retires, they get given like a board seat or something like that. Like
yeah, totally, like a more honorary position.
Yeah, like one that takes a lot less role maintenance or
totally.
whatever.
Yeah. You're there for mentorship and shit like that. If you need any advice from talking to somebody who wore that mantle, yeah. But anyways, there's a rumor, and obviously Mesbeek thinks that it's related, and that it was Gwendolyn's granddaughter that saved them. It's like, what a fucking dreamboat. Oh my god. So
I have to tell you a secret. I was Gwendolyn's granddaughter all along.
She's like, oh my god. You gave me a heart attack.
Now I love you.
Is that for real?
No.
No, I know. She's like, don't do that to me. You can't make jokes like that. And she like throws a pencil at you.
Well, I mean,
are they right? What's Mesbeek's gender?
Mesbeek is female.
Female. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just like, well, I mean, I don't really have much more upward mobility considering my aunt is Ellie. Auntie Ellie.
Yeah.
Good old sock giving
Couldn't
it
imagine.
Christmas, Auntie Ellie.
It's like, yeah, she just kind of like, yeah, I don't. That's some shoes, and
I don't even wear shoes.
Right. It's interesting, actually, that I think she says that to you, but like you actually have not been treated differently, right? So much as being related to related to the current matriarch.
Yeah.
Or was that always like that? Like maybe when we came in, or when we got started here, everyone's like, "Oh, you're like related to the matriarch, the former matriarch, and blah, or the current matriarch, and blah blah blah." But then when, you don't act the way that they think you should act or something, does that like fall off?
Well, I have a different last name, and I never told anyone.
It's just, exactly.
Okay.
But like obviously professors and people would know if they cared, and it probably would have come up, but like it's never really a thing.
Yeah. Well, I just suppose she probably tells them to treat me normals because otherwise I wouldn't learn anything.
Yeah. They probably say something, something probably like a mouse guard needs to stand tall and lead by example, and they're not going to be able to do that if they get favors from power and people in power.
Yeah, they don't want me to end up like, my older brother.
Yeah.
And then I get really quiet. Again.
Oof. Yeah. Okay, let's make your test.
Yes.
No, it's not that I don't like role playing with you. We also need to progress this game because we have less than an hour.
Yay!
Fucking crush it. Turn it in on time. Your professor's like, wonderful. Oh, this is really good work.
Thank
And
you.
I'm gonna. And he catches himself and says, "These were very important maps for the current matriarch." They say, "I'm pretty sure that they're gonna really like. I will let them know that you did a really, really good job."
Megan, I know that you exist. It's like, actually.
Yeah. No. Like, what I'm saying is that, like, so he was lying to you about the purpose of these things. It's not just a test for him. There was actually work that Ellie needed done, and you passed. And it's actually like good work that now it's going to be seen by the matriarch.
Well, I mean, okay. Like I see her like every single holiday, so it's like, okay.
Oh, and he's like, yeah, and he's like, oh, that's right.
How could I forget?
Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, he's like, oh, that's stupid in me. I've been.
I love the idea that
I've been so absorbed in my maps that I couldn't see the world around me.
I love the idea that he's like totally thinking that alone would be enough reward for her. Like,
yeah.
And then he forgets it. It's like, oh wait, you're totally related to her. No, it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well.
I
believe. He's like, well, with that out of the way, I'm able to help you out with your map project.
Yes. Map
Cool.
project. Let's do this. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's do the thing.
Yeah. This is with him helping you. With
Yeah.
Sherwin helping you, it's probably a pretty easy test
Okay, good.
because he can basically make sure that you make no mistakes. I'm pretty sure the person who's head of cartography doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, hopefully.
So, yeah.
I
So this is
mean,
an
if cartography
you're
is
getting-
anything
you're
to
getting
go of.
right. So you're gonna get help, and
Yeah.
it's an ob 3 test.
And I have supplies.
Yeah.
So I have help and supplies.
So just like the test before.
Okay. Fudge. I fuck this up. I keep giving myself so many difficult things. Could I use impetuous 4 because maybe like he keeps trying to like take the lead, but then I kind of like quietly like go ahead and sort of like try to get ahead of him in steps because I've already taken the time to study the maps and he might slow the process down.
Yeah, no. I love that. I love that you actually like brought out. It's like, oh, great. So here's a bunch of extra diagrams I've already like was able to get
Yeah.
started on too. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
Love that you actually like. Yeah, it's like, oh, good. Well, yippee! I have all these extra plans, and I was thinking we could do the, the Pullman style. What do you call it? Cartesian plane with a mix of and like using all these cartography terms that I don't understand.
Pencils, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, you said 2?
3.
I thought you said 2. Last one was 3. And
Oh,
then
I'm sorry. You're right. No, I did. Yeah, my brain was wrong.
okay.
Eric, you
2.
can't have a wrong brain. Okay.
Yay.
My brain's small. I'm sorry.
More cartography successes.
Yeah, success. Okay.
And my cartography goes up.
Yay. And then
Good
you
for
get to.
you.
How many tests have you made on cartography today? Like 4?
A lot.
I made
a
2. I made
2.
2 cartography, 1 archivist so far. So I've only made 3 tests.
Okay. And now you actually have to make the weaving thing.
Yes. But I'm in my hometown. I would assume I have access to my family's workshop.
Yeah, totally. Is Mesbeek able to help you?
Probably. Mesbeek probably is very used to helping me with this.
Man, she's going to call on a favor someday.
Yep.
She's going to be like, remember when I helped you do literally everything?
Yeah, I'll help out Mesbeek.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go on like an epic quest for Mesbeek. It'll be fun.
Yeah, Mesbeek helps you again. And once again, Mesbeek is telling you stories. And Mesbeek's telling you, he's like, so I found out who it was who helped Thorn, who saved the Thorn kid.
Hmm?
So it's not Gwendolyn's granddaughter. Unless no, it's not Gwendolyn's granddaughter. It's and she like punches you in the shoulder. It's like,
Oh.
It was your Thorn buddy from the scavenger hunt.
Oh.
Nicholas.
Which
Can you
one is
believe
he
that?
again? Which one
Who's
is
that
he
again?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you would know him. You guys did the scavenger hunt with him. Oh, what a dream. You have to introduce me to him.
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
You're just like, don't care. Oh my god, thank you. Look, can we like do that right now?
We need to finish this first, but afterwards, I mean,
Yeah, but we could also do that right now.
But if we get this done, you could be like, yo, I helped make this really, really cool thing, and you could impress him.
Or I could say that anyways, and we could go right now.
But
come on, please. Come on, he's in the infirmary. Come on. It'll be take a second.
he's in the infirmary.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
How dreamy is that? He got hurt trying to save his friend. Oh my god, I would have
That is potentially bad. Like, what if his hands got injured? Then he
Who
couldn't-
cares? It's just like
he couldn't be a mouse guard if he had messed up hands.
I love him anyways, as she like wants to run out there.
You
what do you
remember? You remember what happened with Charles? You got too eager,
turns
and
away.
he got weirded out. You just need to take a deep breath.
I can't help it. I wear my emotions on my sleeves.
Well, I mean, this is good practice. I mean, it's not like you know I'm good
can't.
for this, but we just need to.
No, I feel things. I can't check them. It's not like I can bury myself in a book like you. I have to be out there. I have to see and explore and feel.
All right.
No offense.
Well, it's hard to not feel hurt when you say things like that.
I'm sorry.
Got him.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm just so smoked. Oh, Nicholas. Oh, Nicholas. Nicholas. I will learn your last name of House Thorn. Oh. Let me care
I
for
would
you
just
in your
tell
time
her-
of need as you cared for others.
Okay,
She
well,
says-
if you're gonna go on
I'm
like
sorry.
that, I won't tell you his last name.
Oh, and she like shuts up. I'm sorry. All right. How do I work this loom? And
No, I
And,
worked the loom. You just helped me get with the threads.
right, threads. Speaking of weaving threads, Nicholas, my heart. She just goes again.
I am like Skylark is probably like really used to this.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's just like working away with her at her loom.
Nicholas
like
is
to
the
eat-
boy of the week.
Yeah.
And I would
I wonder
like
if,
to invoke Nimble positively.
Oh hell yeah, totally. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. What ob is this?
Barely even have to explain it. It's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, what ob is this?
Well, that's a good question. I probably should have looked that up while we were role playing, but I got so caught up dreaming about Nicholas that
Happens
As
to
you
the
do.
best of us, you know. Don't worry
yeah.
about it.
Weaver. Tapestry is an ob 4.
Oh shit.
1, 2, 3. No, it's an ob 5.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
You should have made a blanket. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, the tapestry is like that big heavy thing that goes on the wall, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. A tapestry is not small.
Okay.
What is your teammates doing? Oh wait, no, you're going against them, aren't you?
Yeah, they're
no,
doing. Yeah, they're doing their own thing. Well, I mean, listen. If you weave at your own tapestry, that's gonna be pretty insane.
Yeah.
Look.
Okay.
Okay, so you have home field advantage, right? You have the bonus for the tools. You have your friend, and then you have your own
Persona?
skills, right? So
Yeah.
what was it? Ob 5?
Yeah,
Ob
it's ob
5. I have 3 in skill. I have home field advantage.
So you're at least rolling 6
supplies,
dice,
help,
right?
nimble.
Oh, it's 7 dice. Yeah, you got 7 dice. Yeah, it's fine. You can always re-roll if you fail. You know, Legends of the
Yeah,
God Mice, like the man who made the tapestry too big. You know, you got this.
Oh, that
Man who made
classic
the
one.
test.
Yeah,
That's a good one. I like that one.
yeah. He built a tapestry, think it was going to be grand, and the hole that it was going in was actually smaller than the tapestry. You know, like some bullshit. You'll come up with
So
something.
they-
And then he
So they
found that the
wrapped
real
the hole in
tapestry
the
was inside us
tapestry.
the whole time.
Yeah.
And anyways, I don't have a tapestry for you, Dean.
He just puts up a mirror and is like, "Oh, there you go." I have this heartwarming tale of how I failed to make a tapestry for you, Dean.
Persona.
Wow, shit.
Yeah.
Roll those.
1, 2,
Ooh, give a
3,
fate?
4, 5. You're rolling.
I have a fate and a persona.
Oh, yeah, no, you've at least got 2 6s there.
All right.
So.
So yeah, Legend of the Guard wise, right?
The man who made the tapestry too big.
That's a great story. It's a riveting tale.
Yeah, I love it.
You can thank me later for that one, Kiko. It's fine. I'll give
No,
that one.
I'm thanking you right now. It's amazing. I love it.
That's totally going to be the name of the tap. That's totally going to be the summer play that House Thorn puts on.
That'd be great.
Oh,
shit.
Whoa! Holy shit!
Fate.
Oh!
Just on the off
Wow!
chance.
Yeah, you rolled 10 dice.
So you need to roll
and got
another 6
none.
from 2 dice, and you need
You
to
got
pass
no
both of them.
successes out of 10 dice.
Yeah.
That's
Ugh.
1. You got 3 successes.
Can I have a conditional success?
Half done. It has to be because tapestry too big. Come on, you used that one.
Yeah, exactly. It's
You
not
didn't
done
learn.
yet.
You didn't learn
You don't have,
from
you
the
don't
story.
you don't have it's not done in time.
But I would probably take what I have. And that would at least prove that I am useful.
Well, I think
All the shit that I did.
well, I would think that Josephine would probably they wanted to come they've been looking all over for you to apologize. And they come in and see you working on this tapestry. And they say, like, "Oh, there you are. We were looking all over for you. Look, we were building this map, and we felt really bad, and we had this really cool.
Is this going to be like the story of how everyone cuts off their hair to get enough money to buy the other person combs, so that they can cut off?
And they look at you, and they're like, "Oh,
we did the same thing.
what's that? You making your own gift? I guess." What? Actually, no. They'll give you a chance to respond. I'm sorry, they don't say that. I take that back. They go, it's like, oh, but what's this? And you have a chance to lie or.
I had free time because I didn't have anything to do. So I wanted to practice my cartography and my weaving and make something that might be cool. And if you guys, I don't know. I just wanted to show that I can be useful.
Well, it's the day of the gift-giving ceremony. We were getting ready. We wanted to... Look, we're sorry. We didn't want to... We just want to give the best gift, and we know that you were... there's no easy way to put this. But now we made you make your own gift, and...
Honestly, at this point, I just really, really want to finish this. I mean, it's a really nice map. Look at this map. I like hold up the book and show her the picture.
Whoa, that is a really nice map.
I know, right? It's really hard though. I'm trying to weave it into a tapestry, and because I'd never made a tapestry before, but it's not done.
Look, the gift is due at the end of the day.
I know.
Look.
But you have your gift finished, right?
And I think she looks at you. She puts her hand on your hand and says, "No, our gift's here, and it's not done yet. Let me go get the team."
Where is it?
And she says, "House Petals treated you very badly. We got stressed out, and we did something very bad, and we excluded you.
No, it's okay.
Let's make up for it. We'll get the whole nonsense. Come on, I'll get the whole house involved. We can help you. We can finish this tapestry in time. Just tell us what to do, and we can do it."
Okay, I can do that. I can.
And
Okay.
Mesbeek is like, "Nicholas, I am forever bound to this loom." that my heart yearns for. No, she says that in her head. She actually didn't say that out loud, but like, she curse my yarn shackles.
You're so into playing Mespeak.
All right,
Yeah, I
I'm
love
writing that
Mesbeak.
down. That's the name of the episode.
And yeah, so
Curse my young
Any-
shackles.
okay.
Oh man.
If you allow them, House Petal will come in and help save the day here and have your tapestry perfect and ready to go. But it's up
Okay.
to you to decide whether or not you let them.
Probably because after all the working at it, she just wants to like actually finish it more than prove a point.
Okay.
Because she has discovered the joys of cartography.
Right. So in purposes of fiction, by accepting their forgiveness here, mark a pass for or mark another attempt for Weaver, like as a pass.
Okay.
As they kind of like, we have this montage of everybody kind of working together with you, getting this
Working
tapestry done.
together, making
And
something
now
great.
Yeah. And before you present it, we cut back over to Derek now with and what are we going to do with the with House Thorn, who doesn't have, so it's you wake up in the infirmary. It's the day of the gift giving and you guys don't have anything.
Is anyone with me?
Oh yeah, the whole house is with you. And a bunch of other men and women of different houses are also kind of like peeking in to see what you're doing. You have like a literal row of just like get well soon bouquet here, like arrangement stuff all around here. And then like as soon as you wake up, you hear whispers in the back like, oh, he's waking up. Oh my God. Oh, he's so handsome.
So I look around. What about the other beds in the infirmary? Is Terrence there?
No.
Where
do you
is
do?
Terrence? Where is Terrence? Did he
I
make
think,
it?
I think the head, their name's Autumn. They're probably like the head nurse. Comes over, is like, oh, you're awake. Oh, thank the leaves. Look, yes. Terrence is going to be fine. You just,
Oh,
and she like looks away. She's trying to brace you
What?
from bad news.
what happened?
Terrence is okay, but has withdrawn his time at the academy to return to his family.
What? Was that his choice?
Yeah, they say, yeah.
I'm taking aback. Like, what? And I'm thinking to myself, that's only for myself. I thought I was a coward.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe that. So
It's not so I'm going to be very clear. It's totally cool for people to take this as a dishonorable thing, but it's also like a medical thing. Like he's like, he's not medically fit for being a guard.
He got his purple heart and he left.
Right. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
he just doesn't. Yeah. They want him to take it. Like, basically, yeah. Like you could say it's like, you could totally frame it as forced retirement or something like that, or withdrawal. But like he needs to focus on himself right now, and not worry about being a mouse guard. And so they're suspending him for this year. It's like, it's okay. He can apply again next year and join up again if he's ready. But
Wow.
I'm afraid that his time with us, the guard, for this year is over. You saved a life.
So yeah.
Millicent's here too, right?
I
And
mean,
yeah, Millicent comes in and says, "You did a really good job, Nicholas.
Wow, I mean, I don't know what to say. I just reacted. For a moment there, for a second, I was thinking of just running.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
And then like after you say that, there's like the crowd kind of splits as a voice comes in and says, a mouse guard does what do they say? Yeah, but you strove no less to serve the greatest good, didn't you, Nicholas? And it's the dean comes in, and her hands are behind her. She's like looking very like off, like officerial, judgmental, you know, like imperial, kind of looking down. And she comes in and says, we've all heard your exploits of this, and while we are glad you saved your life, we, Lockhaven, the Mouse Guard, are very concerned. But right now, we're just glad you're okay.
And I'll just try to like half stand up and like make myself decent as far as I can on the bed.
Right.
So, thank you, Dean.
And
I must say that we were saved. We were saved by Mouse Guard Millicent. She scared off the bird. Yeah. This isn't all on me. She saved us too.
Yeah. The dean smiles and says, you're far too modest as well. Your comrades, Ada and Sarah, witnessed what you did and have sworn in. Well, and you're not sure. She like looks down and you realize she's holding something like a piece of paper and says, like she like looks down and she looks pretty sad, right? And then a smile comes on her face. It says, well, it's my pleasure to offer you this reward of act of courage. And you earned yourself a little medal and an accolade from the dean for an act of heroism.
Wow. I always thought the heroes did things knowingly. I was not trying to earn something like this. Well, my hand trembles taking the badge. I did not want this. I only wanted to get Terrence to safety.
Glory may not have been what you sought out in the fields between here and Thistledown, young mouse. But nevertheless, it is yours.
Thank you.
Did
we miss the gift celebration?
She says, no. She laughs and says, don't worry about that. She says, we're just all very glad that you're okay. And she says, everyone here, and she's like kind of steps back and she smiles and she gives you a round of applause for everybody, and everybody around gives you a round of applause. And it says like Nicholas. And
oh man,
there's a big smile on the dean's face for your act of heroism.
Wow, thank you all. I'm probably not used to this kind of attention, and like I did before. I'm trying to shift the glory towards Mouse Guard Millicent.
Yeah.
So I grab her hand and like raise her.
Oh, and everyone else claps too as well. Millicent. And I think a couple of people's like, well, get your cloak back. And I mean, eventually, when we're allowed to leave here and not under lockdown. So House Thorn's actually explicitly forbidden from leaving Lockhaven. But don't worry, you also got your reward. So, I mean, that's probably fine, right?
We're in yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Super cool.
Awesome. All right. We present our rewards, and I think the dean has to come out and say that due to the extemporaneous circumstances I have to postpone the judging ceremony to, propone to a different date. However, I want to say thank you to all of the houses who presented these amazing gifts, and I realized I just cut you off, Henley, from you getting your shit. But we're also short on time, so that's Mark. I feel like it's only fair to say mark a Smith roll for getting somebody to help you.
Okay.
That's what you ended up doing, making the pots and pans, right?
Wait, we ended up making the pots and pans?
Yeah, that's what you wanted to do, right? Or no, I'm sorry, not pots and pans. The craft needle shit.
Yeah.
So market test whatever you think that is, what that's worth. What do you think it is?
I don't know. I'm more interested in what her response would have been, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. And how fucking disappointing is it is that she's postponing it until everyone's okay and healthy. She's postponing the ceremony. Saying that a fucking drag.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
I would allow Hunter possibly for like fashioning these tools together.
what about fighter?
Fighter Fighter's actually combat, so I'm not sure.
Like
That's not really crafting. Like you're making these things. So like I'm
Sure.
thinking options. Hunter is here on the table.
I'd take Hunter. Hunter's pretty decent, I guess. Maybe the other one might be Scout.
Scout, survivalist, Smith.
I'd take Scout.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Right. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I know, because I also wanted to get over to the player's turn and let you guys do some stuff if you want to.
Okay.
Because I know we were short on time, and I never done 3 individual stories before in the same episode, and so this was different for me. So I apologize that I didn't do the best time management. But I'll try to squeak this in here. See what I did there? Mouse squeak. Okay.
I made the joke earlier, so yeah. It's cool if you want to take that. That's cool. You can take
Yeah,
it.
man. I rat your joke.
You
All right.
moused it away from me.
Yeah. All right. Who everybody has at least 1 check.
I mean, I have 2. Aren't you gonna be using our checks to do a test or something like that?
But
Okay.
everybody does have their before their spring break exams.
Yeah.
Technically, I would say that it's possible you can make a case for Nicholas. If you're injured, if you have permission to not have to take your exam until after you're healthy.
Okay.
If you want, they give you the option. They
Probably.
want you, because like they're not going to force you to take a class when you're fucking injured. That's insane. Looking at you, modern education system. Anyways.
Jeez. Well, there goes that viewer. No, I'm kidding.
So, anyways,
I have 3 checks from using 2 traits against me. What can I do to heal myself from injured? What are my options?
right. So you can always do your own healing test, or which is a health test, or because you're in the guidance and care of the infirmary, you could just take the healer test from. You can basically Lockhaven gives you the healer test. So if you want, you can either spend a check. The way it's worked, because you're in Lockhaven, you basically have the best medical places around. You could either spend a check to basically recuperate under the guidance of Lockhaven without fail. But if you want the test and want to do it yourself, you can try to do heal on your own for the test.
Like heal quickly or something like that, I assume.
Yeah.
Would be how that would mechanically work.
Yeah,
I think that
but
sounds pretty fair, because I don't think it should be I don't think there's any risk involved healing up with the guide and care of literally the best doctors the Mouse Guard has, right?
Yeah, because I was
So-
gonna ask you, like, if they try to heal me and fail, usually they cripple you, right?
Right. And so like that doesn't seem right unless you're like doing like you want to leave early and you end up
I don't know.
getting
Him being
an injury
crippled for
yourself,
the rest
right?
of his life, being a mouse guard, is a pretty cool character arc. But you know, that's just me.
Yeah, I'm not against it. I was just gonna ask.
I would.
For the moment, I'm gonna try to heal myself.
Okay.
If I fail, then I'm probably gonna be injured. for the next session.
No,
So that's a health
you're in.
test.
It's a health test, but your internet's dying, and so I'll tell you. I think I'm pretty sure health is an ob 4. I can double check that. Yeah, it's ob 4. Or injuries ob 4 health test to overcome the discomfort.
I thought it was.
But give yourself an
3.
additional. I would say give yourself at least additional supplies because people are you're in the hospital.
So I'm taking medicine.
Yeah.
So 6 + 1 for supplies. Ob 4, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Fuck. Fate. Do you have a wise here? Cool. Because I have a really cool failure condition if you're open to it. But
What is it?
it would involve changing your trait of long tail.
Ooh.
I got cut off.
But would it be a different trait?
Yeah, I would probably give you scarred, or I'd be open to negotiating with you because that's actually not part of the rules for a health test. A health test typically knocks a skill, trait, or ability, but because of the circumstances and you got injured in a test, it'd be like this sparrow actually snipped your tail, and that could be like we couldn't save your tail.
It could be scarred.
Yeah, so like it could be scarred, or it could be something different. If
Isn't there like a docked?
Works out.
I'm pretty sure there's a docked trait.
I'd have to look at the traits.
Docked, as in like don't have a tail.
Maybe like a short tail or something.
I'm pretty sure there is one in there about it. If I could find the book. Where's mouse gone? How do I know?
You know what? I think this is a good idea. So I would be marking a fail in health.
Mm-hmm.
I would remove the injured condition, and then I would change long tail for what? Scarred?
That's the part I want to work with you on. Here are some options. Scarred is the obvious one, because you're scarred. You're tough. You're not easily flustered, but you're kind of maimed from the experience because you've lost your tail.
It could be tailless.
I mean, honestly, yeah, it could be tail, short tail or something like that, like cut tail or something like that as the trait. That's on the table. But if you wanted, because this is the trait that you were born with, and like it should probably maybe remain a little bit more positive in a way that you can invoke it, I would be open to having that also change to something else. Maybe you're bitter. It's a possibility, or bodyguard is another one. You're protective. Like I'm just trying to think of other traits that you could possibly take that could be open to it. Driven's pretty good, maybe, because like you didn't let the cost matter to you. Like you just, this is kind of a fundamental trait of you that's been kind of revealed.
Driven, or it could be unbalanced.
Yeah, unbalanced. Yeah.
Maybe.
Or just call it short tail, and you could call it short tail. It's like because I don't have a tail, I might not be good at balancing. Or you can be like, because I don't have a tail, I can hide better, so I'm going to use that for hiding or whatever, right? So like I can see that working positive and negative, because most traits you have to think about how to use them positive and negatively, and so that would work for me. Does that work for you? As long as you're cool.
Yeah, it totally works. Yeah. So yeah, okay. I'm cool. I'm cool with the role play consequences of this.
Yeah.
So I'm writing cut tail slash
guys and girls dig scars.
Yeah. So cool. I mean, I just wrote it as like a placeholder name, cut tail / unbalanced.
Yeah, perfect.
So we know what it is.
Right. Yeah.
Love it. There isn't one in here for docked tail. That's so weird. I was assuming there would. Huh. Well, there you go. No. Learn something new every day.
Who goes next?
Anybody but you. You can't go twice in a row.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to get my instinct roll done for my notes. Right?
You need what? I'm sorry.
My instinct roll for
Yes,
my
you do.
note taking for my test.
Yeah. So scenario. So we can let's think. You want a scenario for where that happens. I'm cool because we're getting short on time if we just want to like abbreviate it, but like I totally want to give you that. So always check your notes. Is this like you studying before another exam or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It was administrator last time.
Yeah. So make an administrator test. Let's say ob 1, right?
Okay.
So it's not just for reviewing your own notes is probably just an ob 1.
Yeah.
But I'd be open to expanding the ob because we're kind of pushing it here. We're not really talking about the circumstances necessarily, and it's your character. So like I'm cool with negotiating that a little bit if you want it.
And do I negotiate down to an ob 0, sir?
No. It can only get harder. But I'm just interested in what you thought. That's fine.
No, this is fine for now.
Yeah. Fuck. You know how hard it is to come up with 3 separate storylines to try to be engaging? Fuck, man.
Very hard.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that. And should I do my test now, or should Henley go? Henley should probably go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't go twice in a row. So, Henley.
What
are you doing?
Am I able to spend my personal check, the one I gained on talking to the mentor fighter lady, captain of the guard?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
How do you want to spend it? What do you want to do?
Ideally, I would like to start getting tutoring from her early. Maybe make an impression on her or something like that so that I can have her as my mentor. In the later stages when we have to pick that stuff. So I guess a fighter test.
Yeah, totally. They come out here and and I think I would love to do a fighter test with you. So
maybe it's a test like I start like showing up to like maybe she's teaching a higher grade, I don't know, like in the academy or like a second year people or something, and I like show up to that sort of thing in my spare time.
Right.
And
if you don't mind, I think I know what this. If I want to help fill in, it's like, hold on one second. Like, what are you doing in this class or whatever, thing? And he's like, hold on, no, you can't be here. Wait till after the class, right? And then like after the class, after everyone leaves, you're still waiting there and see that you really want this. It's that Mr. Miyagi like making you wait to show that you really want this bullshit, right? And he's like, fine, like it's like if you want to do this, show up at this time. Or I guess like just like it's like you want to do this, then prove it, and like you have to prove it some more, Acorn, and she like gives you like a test sword, right, like a dummy wooden sword or whatever, and she squares up with you, like milky eyed, and like she probably like takes off her armor or whatever, so just just wearing her cloak, and it's like she's like all scarred and like just completely fucking ripped, and she goes, it's like, look, she can go up. It's like, I have a confession to make to you, Hunter.
What is it?
Win or lose this fight right now, you're more than happy to show up tomorrow in the morning.
With that, I just attack her. I guess.
Yeah, and she says, yeah, but yeah, she's like, but my mom, like, but your mom would kill me if I didn't push you, and like, yeah, she
between
comes at you
strikes,
too.
I guess. I'm just like,
yeah.
What she doesn't know won't hurt her. know.
And yeah, we go. And can cool. So Mark, actually, do you want to make this roll? Do you want to do a versus test here, or do you want to just mark it as a pass?
I can just mark it as a pass, I guess. I mean.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
That's me.
Checks.
Derek?
Yeah, I have another one. I'm gonna go find Skylark because I heard that she crafted that beautiful tapestry. So So Skylark, never got to see your tapestry, but I heard good comments about it. I was wondering if you could help me weave a cloak. Come on, Skylark.
Well, I could, but I also
Come on, Skylark, help me.
I mean, okay, but
So this is what happened. Remember, Mouse got Millicent. She saved me and Terrence and the rest by scaring off a bird, but the bird went away with her cloak. I don't think we're getting that. No one's getting that cloak back. So I want to gift Guard Millicent a cloak. It was black. Don't remember if it had something on it.
oh, okay, but I need to bring my assistant along.
Okay.
I'll have to introduce you to my friend who also is my weaving assistant, Mesbeek Garwain.
This chipper, yeah, this chipper tenderpaw kind of like peeks out behind like the silhouette here and goes, "Hey, hi, how's it going? Hi, hey, yeah, I'm Mesbeek. Good to meet you." And she's like, shake, hug. I don't know what to do right now. She's like really awkward with you.
Shake.
Nice to meet you, Mesbeek.
Yeah. Do you shake her hand or let her hug you or?
Yeah, I would let her hug me if she dares.
All right. So like, there's like a moment. There's a minute like when she comes back and she like looks back at Mesbeek, makes contact with oh my god,
Skylark.
Well, yeah, with Skylark. He's like, oh my god, and she goes, oh, that's so cool that you're here. It's so, I mean, and she's like, that's so awesome.
Yeah, I
acting's really weird.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so girls, I need you guys to help me weave a cloak.
Yes, absolutely. And she's like,
Black
that's Mesbeek. I'm the best weaver. I can do that.
Cloak.
Totally.
That's why I came
Black,
to you.
sure. Black is, oh yeah, totally. Is this for you?
Armor.
She's like, oh, is this for you? Are you feeling like your revenge and you're in a black cloak to take out these birds and too much?
No.
That was too much, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
This is for Guard Millicent. Mouse Guard Millicent.
Oh.
Because her cloak got stolen by a giant bird.
Yeah.
So you girls up for this?
The bird was the size of 50 mice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Mesbeek has already said yes and is like got the loom going. Like she's like, oh, totally, and like she's gonna break that loom. Like she's not, she doesn't know anything what she's doing.
So
Mesbeek,
what happens here?
Mesbeek, I'll handle this part so you guys can talk more.
Oh, I was gonna just smash cut to. She's like, bless these threads that keep me here with my love.
No.
Right. So like, what's your favorite color? As like she's like getting things going. This is Mesbeek to you, Nicholas.
Yeah, my favorite color. It's probably mustard. Like
mine too. Mustard. I was gonna say mustard. That's so weird.
So do you weave?
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I love mustard. Oh my god, they're my favorite.
That's why
seeds.
she's in House Petal, because she loves that color.
My best friend. They're so good. Look at us. Look at you.
Well.
How are you doing? You look so great.
Yeah. Well, do I look great? Because like half my tail's missing.
Yeah, and you're all like beaten up and bruised. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
walking is strange now.
Oh, I bet. No what? Listen, if you need help, if anyone needs to carry your books or anything between classes, just let me know. I'd love to help out at another house guard. There's no problem.
Or if you ever need armor.
I'll let you know.
Oh, I just was thinking about it. I don't know. My parents always said I was really observant.
Tail armor.
Tail armor.
Yeah.
You could get like
So-
a prosthetic tail, you know, like so that
Was
you
it
can
like
walk
a spike
better.
at the end?
Yeah, so you could whip people with it. You know, it'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
That would be cool. I could probably like
So-
attach a metal whip to my tail stump with a scientist test or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, what bands are you into? Just doesn't know what
The dance.
Yeah, bands,
bands, music.
You know, like I probably say that my favorite band are the Parkstone. What's their name? The
Quartet.
I can't. Yeah, the Parkstone Quartet.
Oh my god. I grew up listening to them. Oh my god, I know their accordion player.
Yeah. What's your
Yeah.
favorite song?
Oh, I mean, you know, like all of them. The whole thing is so good. She's lying. She's totally
I'm
lying
so
to you.
into sports. I love the
All of
local
them.
sports
Just-
teams.
just
you know,
all
they're
the
my
sports.
favorite.
Good the points.
I love it when you do a touchdown goal. You know, that's my favorite.
You know, when they touchdown those home runs, it's just so sweet to see. Yeah, no, but she's like, no, I love them so much. They're just like my absolute favorite. You know, like she's trying to like get through with being honest, and she can't. So she's like, this is a really weird interaction for you, probably, but yeah, she's totally smitten.
Yeah, and this is all while Skylark's weaving.
Yeah, exactly. It's like actually like they should be helping, but they're like kind of just like getting lost in your eyes, Nicholas. And it's just like you see like the spool like start to like, you know, come undone over here, and like they're supposed to keep it tight, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, like, man, the quartet's just so good, you know. It's just so, yeah, maybe we can. Listen, I could probably like I said, like I know the accordion player. I could totally get maybe some tickets or something, and like they're just ignoring helping them right now. And was there? And
So what happens with the cloak?
Nicholas, you should ask her about armor. She knows a lot about armor.
She does?
Yeah, she's like a little bit obsessed with it. It's pretty cool. She can go on for hours.
Well, I mean, I know my difference between a curious and a breastplate, and my scales, and my chains, but like, I mean, who doesn't? You know, I mean, you're a hero. Like, who wants to hear about that? Let's talk about more about you. It's like,
I mean, yeah, but if I had been wearing an armor, it probably would have been better for me.
oh yeah, totally. Yeah, of course. Listen, yeah, totally. Listen, I'm supposed to do like a project over the summer for my artisan. What if I made you armor as my project? She says, like in a very like kind of forward way. Oh, like could I please? And she like grabs your arm, or like your hand, like enthusiastically, you know, like grabs your hand and arm. It's like, please, could I do that for you? I would love to do that.
She literally cannot make more armor for me. My family won't let her.
It's true.
Do you think could I keep it? Could I keep the armor after the project?
Yeah, I mean, it's made to fit you, so yeah, and probably. You're asking that, or you're asking in person?
I asked her.
Oh, yeah. Like,
if I could keep it.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, it could be alive.
Yeah, she doesn't know. She says yes. She doesn't know. Yeah, I think
Okay,
I
deal.
think we make that work. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I'll be the model.
Perfect. So now she gets to like get close to you and like measure your biceps and shit. Taylor.
But while that happens, like
The yarn.
I lock eyes with Skylark, and
Yeah.
like only with my gaze, I'm kind of asking her, Skylark, is this for real? But this is just with my eyes.
Yeah, like
I-
what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
I look at him and like give him a look like I'm laughing with my eyes at him.
Yeah. Oh, I love that Skylark is literally like trolling. Oh my god, that's pretty good. That's really good. And yeah, it's like, oh, okay, oh, look at this measurement and this measurement and that measurement, and then maybe like we probably fade out of that check and we go to the next.
Yeah, but did we get the cloak?
Yeah, totally. No, you totally
Yeah?
get the cloak. Yeah.
And
Do I like
and
mark
does-
a weaver then?
yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah, no,
does-
wait, that's
does
right. We should
anyone
actually make
get
this
a
test. We should make, no, we should, I totally forgot. You actually should make a test on this. To make a cloak like this is probably 3, but you're getting 2 people helping you and supplies.
Yeah. 2 people helping and supplies. So yeah, that's 6 dice. So let's not fuck up. Because I don't think I can use guard's honor or fearless positively.
Guard's honor making a cloak? I don't know.
Absolutely,
Probably could do
yeah.
something.
That's what it's designed for. That one roll only.
Okay, then I'll use it.
Well, we'll see. Yeah. Okay. You want to use it positively? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense that you're handling this with care and stuff.
Yep. 3, you said?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow, your rolls tonight have not been great, Kika.
What?
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Damn.
you don't have to apologize.
7
I'll
dice.
take
Apologize to your
condition.
friends who you failed. No, I'm just kidding.
It's hard to pay attention with him talking so much.
Yeah, no, that's probably it.
Nesbeak going on.
You realize, do you want to adjust this roll at all? Do you want to or do you have anything to impact it, or is it a fail?
I don't have any Fate or Persona left.
Okay.
I get my hand caught in the loom and take injured.
No, you have Ms. Beak totally like try it on and being like, oh look, it's so good, and you notice like there's a huge imperfection and you kind of have to do it all over, and so now you're tired because you were up all night fixing the mistakes from talking, but you totally got the cloak.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and now I'm in Mesbeak's good graces still, and
Nicholas.
also Nicholas owes me one. So,
I know
yeah.
we're also over time, and I'm sorry to keep you guys, but I think we're almost done.
Sure. How many do you have left, Kika? You have 2, right? So maybe
I just have my 1 for my test.
Okay. So maybe you go, then Derek can go, then I can go. Yeah.
Kika,
Okay.
Kika just went, so it can't be Kika.
No,
Has
that
to be
was-
you
that was-
or Derek.
Wait,
that was
wasn't that
Derek.
Derek?
Well,
kind of.
yeah. Oh wait. Well, Derek. Yeah. Oh wait. That's right. Derek. Well, Derek volunteered their check basically to
Yeah.
ask their to ask Kika to make the test for the cloak, to ask them to do the cloak.
Right.
Okay.
So, so that means
Yeah.
Derek, you can go now.
Maybe I completely misread that entire scene, and maybe it was supposed to be Derek who made the test. But whatever. It's my bad. I got so obsessed
Yeah,
with role
it's
playing
okay.
that I got distracted and didn't think about it. Okay. All right. So then, yeah, it could be Kika or Dave.
Okay.
I thought you just donated your check.
What's my test, Eric?
I mean, your harvester.
Is it Harvester? Okay.
Yeah. So your test is going to be more academic because after the stuff happening with Thorn, they don't really want any students going out, and because of that, they like won't take you out to, and because of the actual literal birds and stuff like that, they can't take you out to the normal places. So they don't feel comfortable yet as a school. So so your test is actually easier this week. It's an Ob1 harvester test.
Oh. Okay.
All they have is like example of different seeds, and like it's like a study, recall, memory, because they're like, well, normally we give you a practice exam, but due to the actions of House, due to the unfortunate circumstances with House Thorn and the recent bird surge, I guess is what they call it. We have to suspend our practical exams.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Cool. Right. And they're like, and then as everyone's, and you're done and they're leaving, it's like, so we're going to take our makeup after, blah, blah, blah. Forget it. You guys left.
Yeah, the bell
Right.
rings, everyone leaves
Yeah.
as the professor. So it's like, next week we're going to... Turns around and it's all gone. Oh.
Yep. And, okay. Harvester test. Good.
He's got this shit on lock.
All right. Who has tests left? Yeah.
I have one left too.
Okay. Kika. Well, what do you want to do?
I need to take my test.
Yeah. Your cartography
Yes.
before spring break.
My 7th cartography check this session, Eric Bulgaris.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm rank 7 already.
And what's the op?
3.
3.
Yeah. No, it's 2.
Okay.
And you don't have supplies.
I would have.
Okay.
I did my notes for supplies.
Oh yeah, you did it way back. That's right, you did that. And I was thinking that because the Weaver test you wouldn't have time, but no, you fucking totally did that. You're right. My bad.
Cartographer.
But still a fail.
Well, that's fine because I just leveled up, so I need fails anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a story.
Let me mark another fail for that. Sorry for the exam.
I'm making up for it in
Again.
extracurriculars, though.
You are actually literally making it up for extracurriculars.
I still find that funny, by the way.
It's
Yo.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, I mean, literally, Gwendolyn's gonna talk to you about your performance in fucking cartography and asking what the fuck's going on with that class that you're doing
Ellie?
such a good. I'm sorry, yeah, Ellie. Yeah, that Ellie's gonna
Like,
talk to
oh
you.
my god, who's this old lady yelling at me?
Yeah, Ellie's gonna be like, what is going on with your class? You did such an amazing job here, and now you're failing your class. What is going on? So, anyways,
It turns out she has really bad test anxiety
yeah,
and needs
probably.
to like talk to disability services.
Yeah, it's pretty likely. Yeah. Yeah. So, cool.
Now it is Derek's turn.
Yeah. Can I just find the guard Millicent? Or do I have to roll to find her?
So you're gonna ignore your test, is what you're doing?
No, I think they're still around only because like they wanted to make sure you're okay. So I feel like if you were looking for Millicent, you still have a little bit of like, you're recently hurt and people want to, and you have that glow from recent reward that people are be more willing to help you now than other times. So I think you're okay if you want to see Millicent. What would you like to do? Unless that's your test. Unless your test is to go see Millicent and you want to do a circles.
No, I wanted to do something else.
Yeah.
But I have to find her.
Yeah, you found her. So I think Millicent's actually getting ready to. I love it. I love that Millicent and 2 other mice are getting ready to go out on a patrol. They're getting ready to go down to Spruce Tuck. To basically meet with the people about the scent border and get ready to go do another scent border refresh. Because like that's what they do during spring break. That's actually a good time for the rest of the mouse guard to focus on the scent border.
So
they catch you leaving. Millicent is wearing a red cloak right now. Obviously like a loner, so to speak.
Yeah. Hey, Guard Millicent, I was looking for you. I know it's not the same because cloaks are usually crafted by mentors and everything, but me and 2 of my friends crafted this for you, and I gift her the black cloak.
She's floored at the presentation of a cloak, especially one of this craftsmanship.
Damn straight.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
This is
It'd
almost
be an honor if
this is almost an exact match, right? Like this is exquisite.
Thank you. Well, you should thank one of my friends because I was only helping But yeah, we'd be honored if you would be willing to wear this in your patrol.
And she takes off the loner and hands it to one of the other guards trying to head out, and she puts it on, and she does like the little like swirl, and we see it like flash, and she like buckles it and puts the brooch on it and keeps it there and stuff, and she looks awesome. And she's glowing with this, and she goes, "Thank you. This looks really good. This is such a you just." She's literally like has a loss for words, and she's like, "Thank you."
You're welcome, Guard Millicent. I was wondering, like,
yeah.
I mean, I was running, but I saw that move you pulled off with the bird, that flick with the wrist with your sword, and I pull off a fencing sword. Do you think you'd be willing to teach me that one? I suck with the sword.
As soon as I get back, we're gonna drain it. We're gonna train and make you the best fighter the guard's ever seen. But right now, and she like taps her bag. She's like, "I gotta deliver this mail," and so like, wait for me for when
Godspeed.
I return. Yeah.
Godspeed, Mouse Guard.
She says, "The guard prevails." No, and okay, fucking awesome.
That's it.
Yeah. Holy shit! I didn't. That's fuck, Derek. That's really good.
Thanks.
All right. Oh, that's be like a teacher like getting like like the best like thank you present, or I'd be like a student, but it's not the same as like a student. Like if they knew you were in a car accident and your car was totaled, but you're okay, and like you bought them a car, it'd be like close to being like, holy shit, you did something that's way beyond what you should have been doing. But like I nevertheless am still super appreciative of it. That's so cool. That's awesome.
I guess it's more important because cloaks are symbolic to the mouse.
Yeah.
To the mouse.
Exactly.
It's not like she lost her sword and I craft a new sword. Doesn't have that weight.
Yeah. Wow. That's holy crap. That's awesome.
We're out of tests.
All right then. Holy shit. Well, that's an episode.
Yeah.
Experience, everybody. Beliefs, instincts, and goals.
I don't think I fucking did anything. Because I just didn't get any chance to do much this episode, but that's all right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You did get the short end of the stick, my dude, this episode.
It's all good. It's what happens when you're solo running, I guess. So
yeah, I'm sorry.
So in my case, I didn't do my instinct, nor did I do my goal because we didn't get the flowers. But we worked for it. Do I get the fate point?
Absolutely, you get a fate point for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I have my belief, better safe than dead, which I didn't really do. I actually acted completely against it.
Yeah, and now you're a hero, and now you have a scar.
Yeah.
Do you want to get do you want to get Persona for it?
If all of you agree.
Which one is this?
You no longer,
yeah. I mean, if you're changing
his
it,
belief.
yeah, absolutely. If you if you
probably
no
be
longer
changing
believe
it,
it,
yeah.
then you have to if you want a persona, right? That's how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You have to change your belief if you get a Persona.
Oh, you have to change it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if it
Okay,
no
I am
longer,
changing it.
You no longer believe the belief that you had that got you the Persona.
Yeah. So if
then
that belief is no longer true, then or if you don't believe that anymore, then for whatever reason you get a persona.
Okay, I'm taking the Persona. I'm changing the belief, but I'll think about it during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
I'm not writing that one right
absolutely. No, you're fine.
now. Kika?
Yeah. I definitely think my belief is changing.
What's your belief?
Yeah.
I can learn what I need faster from a book rather than wait for someone else to teach me.
Right.
Yeah, I had a lot of help many times this session.
So maybe your belief is something along the lines of friends can be relied on or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, something. I'll think about it this week.
Yeah, I was super tempted. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say like a joke like Mesbic is the best friend ever. New belief.
I was gonna definitely
Always bring Nesbeak everywhere.
yeah. I was gonna say that that I think I was really tempted to have Mesbeak be like, oh no, you got your books and stuff, you're fine, you don't need me. Bye, I'm gonna go to the hospital. And she's like leaving already out the door. I was definitely already thinking about that, but I figured your friend actually does care about you and wants to stick around. But
Yeah.
Um,
We have a special relationship. My goal was to get on my cartographer instructor's good side.
Fate, because you failed your exam, I think.
But it wasn't
Well-
specifically for the exam. It was more interpersonal relationship.
Okay, then I think it is Persona.
Okay. And my instinct was to always check my notes.
Yep,
did.
you got that. Yeah, awesome.
so my belief was a mouse guard needs to stand tall and lead by example. Didn't do any leading, didn't do any standing tall either.
Well, you led the group on gift choice.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
sure, but then I didn't exactly lead in any way, so I don't think that's appropriate at all. My instincts always defend the honor of the guard. Never came up. Goal: find an appropriate gift.
Persona.
I don't know. Like, it wasn't exactly appropriate, right? That was the whole thing.
Then Fate for working towards it. I would say that you kind of did, but that's fine.
I mean, that whole thing never even got resolved, right? So, like, they postponed it and everything. So, like, is this something that
Then a
like,
fate point.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? You can get a Fate point now, or you can get a Persona, and we're gonna start the ceremony next session, and so you don't have to worry about it as your goal for the following session. So, like, basically, you're just getting it like a little bit ahead, right? But it is resolved. We just don't know what the resolution is yet until next session. Does that make sense?
Okay.
We can do it that way.
So what way is that? Like, Persona?
Yeah, Persona. You accomplished your goal. It's just that we don't see what the accomplishment is until the start of next session. That's all.
All right.
So it's like, I don't want you to keep that same goal next session, right? Just to like get the first part of the session. And so like I'd rather you just earn it.
Okay, that's fair. All right then. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. MVP, person who made the clutch roll in the moment.
Probably Kiko.
Yeah, because I think everyone else failed their tests all the time.
I mean, I didn't fail any tests, but yeah.
That's true.
I mean, I failed that
where are your
one
tests?
test, but I intentionally failed that one. So
Yeah, you did. You dunk. Yeah, you pooped on your first circles with your mom, which
Yep.
is fine.
yeah.
That's weird phrasing. But then your second circles
Yeah.
test was really good.
Yeah.
And Kika. Skylark.
Wow, you actually.
She made all the rolls, so
I did make rolls.
you made
rolled
how many?
dice.
You made a shitload of rolls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I mean,
6
Yeah,
rolls. 7.
I made
7
an
rolls.
archivist,
Yeah.
like 4 cartographer rolls. Yeah, 4 cartographer rolls.
Yeah.
An administrator role. 2
Two weaving.
weaver rolls. Yeah, so I made 8 rolls.
I made just the 3. Oh well, it's all good. So what's the next one? Workhorse, right?
Yeah. So workhorse it can't be MVP. It's the person who helped the most in different tests. Maybe it's nobody this week.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't think
Nicholas
anyone
Nicholas
helped
technically
anyone.
helped once, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Nicholas winning by default for helping once.
And I think Persona needs to go to Nicholas as well. Like,
Well, I don't think. Well, I agree. Embodiment should probably definitely go to.
What did I
Embodiment
say?
should go to Nicholas, but
Yeah.
I don't think Nicholas gets workhorse. I don't think anybody gets workhorse this week
No.
because it wasn't just really it wasn't really a session for it.
Sure. All right.
Okay, I'm
don't
taking
worry.
one for embodiment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And embodiment can be awarded to 2 players.
And maybe then Kika as well.
Yeah,
I think
I'd say the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are Persona.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Well,
We're
I
finished.
think that's the show then. Let's do some shout outs and wrap it up. Derek, where can people find
Boy.
your stuff?
So everybody can find my stuff on Twitter at elventower.com. I do cartography, and I have a fundraiser website at Patreon. But most people can see my stuff at elventower.com or Twitter at elventower. I'm glad to see you guys this weekend again.
Nice. And Kika, where can people
You
find
can
your
find me at Twitch at twitch.tv.com/Kika and on Twitter at twitter.com/KikaVO. I've been doing some Monster Hunter World lately, doing this and that, but I've mostly just been on streams with lovely people like you guys.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And last but not least, GM for the session and every session, Eric, the Sandwich Master Vulgaris. What up, sir? How you doing?
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Vulgaris on everything. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and putting up with my bullshit today. So that's cool. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Always fun. Yeah.
So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the stream. Thanks for watching. Remember, the daily streams have been changed. The times are changed. So yeah, that's we'll be starting our stream later tonight rather than in the morning. So yeah, more time to play with actual people who I actually am friends with. So there you go. There's that. But yeah, we'll be back next week. No complications, right? Zippy should be back, and
Yeah, full house.
Full house should be good. But yeah, keep an eye on the Discord for more information about the Dead Man's Crest and LA at Night, because I think Wreckage is still out with the sickness. So, and it's unfortunate that that's how that goes, but that's how it goes, really. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. Bye bye.
See you later.
See ya.